game for one minute.
Oh my
Hey, Dilly,
goodness.
clap for us while we're introing.
In the middle of the intro, hit the clap. Oh, baby.
All right, we're still doing it.
And
That's
we're
to line
fucking
up the
live, baby.
audio.
We're live. It's episode what?
63.
Wow. We went
See?
back.
65.
I don't.
We're
60.
back in
65?
time, baby.
Yeah,
That's
back
fine.
in time.
Back-
It's funny because the last time I asked you to do it, it was actually 63, and you got it correct.
So this time it's 64.
It's 65.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, we
Alright.
need to get started on
Welcome
these
back, welcome back, everybody. Before you get into that drink, I'm really fucking pumped because I really have no idea, honestly. But
We
no,
don't know what it is, even though there's a
welcome
seal.
back. Merry Christmas, you guys. It'll be, I think, like 2 days after Christmas by the time this comes up. Or, no, it'll be the day after Christmas. Fuck, I don't know. But Merry Christmas, nevertheless. Yeah, we're pre-recording another episode, third one in a row. Something like that. Fourth one in a row, something like that.
Mhm.
It's been a bit of a shit show this December for us, but
Yeah.
we're making it fucking happen. So
It's a grind.
it's a
tough.
grind. We're grinding.
It's tough.
I'm gonna be doing fucking videos on the plane, bro. I'm gonna be fucking, you know what I mean? It's so hard on the fucking laptop. Just, oh,
Yeah.
such a bitch.
You gotta get one
Takes
of
me
them.
long enough on the goddamn PC. It's ridiculous.
You gotta get one of the little wireless mouse, right?
You know, I could do that. but-
That might. I mean, it would be pretty
And then you
good.
can have it on your thigh, so you can
I actually used. I
Tuck
had
it
one of
in.
those. Those are awesome. I
Put
should
up
get one of
on my
those.
girl's lap, you know. No, I'm
You
kidding.
could.
you need that thick ass thigh. You need that.
That's what
thick
you
I
need.
know that's the problem.
None of
I
us
don't-
got that thick thigh.
I
flat.
don't really have a thick thigh. Every time the cat fucking hops on my lap, she's like fucking doing a balancing beam. She's like,
Yeah.
and then she fucking latches on.
Latches
me, and I'm
on.
like,
Yeah. All of us got
Like a
the,
tree trunk.
yeah. and
all
then
of
she
us have
slides
skipped leg
down.
day. And
Yeah,
that's the
no.
moral of the story. Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip
That's
leg
it.
day.
Like
Billy
us,
does it a lot,
because-
No,
so.
Tanner doesn't do it at all.
Look at
So
us.
we got
Weak little legs. Weak
Yeah.
legs.
I
Weak
know.
legs.
No weak legs. We can't have that. 2023. No weak legs. Hashtag
No
no
weak
weak
legs.
legs.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's been a grind on the pod and outside the pod. Man, I had a long day at work today into his drink, so he came with the heat of a drink.
Oh, this is good.
What do we got?
I love it.
Yeah. So I was like, well, fuck. I literally got off work 12 minutes after I said I was gonna be here.
Right.
So
Yep.
I was like, this is gonna be shitty.
Right.
And I was like, liquor stores are closing, so all that's left is like regular beer from Walmart or cheap ass wine or something.
Right.
So I might as well just do something I actually want right now, and that
True.
is caffeine.
Yep.
So
good.
I went to good old Dookie Bros.
The Dukes Bros.
Yeah.
Good old
bruh.
Dookie Bros.
Yep.
And
It's been a minute since I've had Dutch Bros, bro. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Too
and
long.
So
really.
now all of us are gonna be drinking because I don't know how fruity we are.
No.
So I didn't
Dilly?
I didn't
Nah,
take
you know.
Dilly as a black coffee kind of guy.
Yeah.
So
No, probably
It's
not.
funny,
I don't. I
um,
rarely drink coffee.
It's funny. The last time I had Dutch Bros is the reason I switched to black coffee.
it was
Really?
just too sugary.
Oh, I fucking couldn't believe it. I think I had a week of black coffee, and
Yeah.
then had like a caramel fucking tornado, whatever the fuck they call it. You know, caramel blizzard tornado,
Oh, yeah.
Sharknado, John. It's
Mhm.
fucking. I couldn't fucking drink it. It was just ridiculous.
Crazy
So
sugary.
yeah, I only drink black coffee
Yeah.
I like sugary stuff.
every day. 1 cup of black coffee. That's it.
I've had Dutch Bros once, and it was like some vanilla ice cream shake thing. It was really good. That's about it.
No, they're not bad.
I've never
but
had the coffee.
Fuck, they do not hold back on.
So
the
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
so
yeah.
French vanilla latte
Okay.
Oh.
with extra espresso.
Ooh,
One
God.
extra.
Dilly.
One extra.
Zappy.
Zapparino.
Oh
so,
my God,
Nah,
dude.
because you see, when I'm really tuckered out on a Saturday morning because I partied Friday
It's on the
night,
top.
Right.
Is that a mirror?
it's a seal.
Oh,
Is that a mirror? What do you
you
mean?
know what they give you?
It's
Um,
over the hole. What else
yeah.
would it be?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't have anything. That's luxurious.
Yeah. Anyway, when I'm tuckered out on a Saturday morning, but I gotta work because I ain't no bitch, and no
Right.
one should be just a bitch and be like, I drank too much, I'm gonna call in,
Right.
because that's weak bitch shit.
It is. It is definitely
Right.
actually. I hate
So,
people that do that.
I just get a
Well,
large.
that's a fucking mouthful, huh?
I get a large French vanilla latte.
Okay.
With 4 extra espresso shots,
I see 4.
and I just rip it.
It's just you might as well just take an espresso shot just straight up. Used to do that at
So,
work.
to the
Yeah,
the
just
veins.
straight
No.
something,
No, it's like a mixer. It's like a pickleback shot
Right,
kind of thing at
true.
that point where you're just like, I need a delivery system because if I just try to drink, because that's 4, and I think in a large they already put 3 in there, so that's
Right.
7 shots. You can't just do 7. You can't do 7.
$7's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hard.
You're just like,
level.
how may I help you,
Oh
sir?
my god, dude.
fuck.
Yeah.
I had the last time I had coffee, just to warn you guys right now.
I didn't
Last-
just say where I work, did I? No, I didn't.
I don't think so. Last time I had coffee, I'm like hella sensitive to caffeine, like most people. It's
Sensitive
normal,
to really anything.
but really anything, air,
Mhm.
But I was like, man, I remember working and I was like, I'm reading all these part numbers and parts, because I work in the parts department at a dealership, and I'm like, God, I can read these numbers so fast, and I just remember thinking, I am on point today, and then I remembered,
This is why people drink.
and I was like, this is why people drink caffeine.
Exactly. Yep.
And then I felt like I needed more, and I was like, that's addiction. I was like, that's why I don't want to do that. But it really helps. It
Yeah, it
actually
does.
really does. I thought it was just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I
Placebo,
want to clarify.
placebo.
I don't have coffee every day. I probably have it maybe like 3 or 4 times a week.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
that's
probably
good.
about there, like maybe 3 times a
Right.
week at most.
Only
That's
on the
good.
days like I really feel like I need it. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
I try to not have any
Early
caffeine
mornings.
whatsoever.
Yeah, early mornings, it's gonna be a grind of a day.
Yeah.
I let it hit me. You know what I mean? And
That's when
yeah,
you
I only
need it.
drink black, so I'm curious. See
Either-
how this tastes.
Well, it tastes
So-
fine, and I hope Dilly drinks plenty of it so he can actually wake up and be energetic for
Oh.
one episode.
How about
I
that?
will.
That'd
I'll-
be crazy, wouldn't it?
I'll be
All right,
up,
well, start drinking, Dill.
probably up
Let's-
till
let's
midnight.
taste it, let's taste it.
Probably up till 2.
Yep, standard.
It's good. It's refreshing.
Yeah, it's good.
You
That's
almost
crazy.
at Dookie Bros, you almost have to ask for an extra just so that way you still get coffee flavor.
Almost just tastes like milk to me.
Exactly.
honestly.
And that's only with one extra.
That's crazy.
Ah,
Imagine it with no, extra.
Yeah, it'd literally just be like milk.
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
good.
But while I was
Ooh, that's a hit.
while I was sitting in line, it reminded me of a story that I
boy.
wanted to bring up for the pod.
Bet.
So
Oh,
I
no.
Has to
remember.
do with Dutch Bros or?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy.
Was
it
it
has
me?
to do with Dookie Bros and Tanner.
Oh,
Oh, I thought I was going to get thrown under
So-
the bus here.
oh no.
I remembered how Tanner is a fucking idiot.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's a fucking
Don't worry.
dumb shit.
I'll throw myself under the bus.
Thinking with his
Billy's like,
bell
"I got
end.
you."
Thinking with his bell end, and he was trying to talk a big talk and walk the big walk, but really he was just fucking stupid.
Hey, at least I did talk.
So
Oh, man.
I was doing a visit out here to Boise, and just like
Oh.
I was doing like a big ass college tour,
I don't remember this at all.
a big ass college tour. I went to UNC Chapel Hill. I went to NC State. I went to
Wyoming.
CSU. I went to Wyoming. I went to Boulder. I went to Boise State. I went to DU and like
over
all
the
these
place.
colleges, because the fun thing when you're a veteran is you're the new minority, and all the colleges are like, that's diversity, so you're accepted even if you're stupid.
Right. Yep.
So I was getting into all of these fucking universities,
Right.
and I was like, well, I have to decide on one, so I might as well look at actually go see all of them and see if I would want to kill myself if I lived there.
Right.
And whatnot. So while
Oh,
I
yeah.
was here in Boise,
Right.
stayed at Tanner's parents' house
Right.
because Tanner was living there also, so it was a free
Correct.
place to crash.
That's right, yep.
And he's showing me around the city and whatnot. And on the way back to his parents' house, we stop at Dookie Bros.
Yep.
And he was like, man, the shorty here in the morning, fuck it, or at night because he works night shift, or did, fucking loves me, knows who I am. She's halfway out the fucking window for me every single time,
I
knows
don't-
my fucking order.
Is
Oh,
that accurate, Tanner? Is that
I
what you
don't
said?
remember this at all, but I also
Neither
don't doubt
confirm
it,
or
so.
deny.
yeah, he was like, man, this girl fucking wants me. Like, she is hopping out the fucking window,
Yeah.
almost in my car.
This is a long time
so
ago.
fucking happy
Yeah.
to see me every single fucking time. Dude, all I have to do is say, when you want to go out, and she's going to say anytime. Like, he was
Big-
This
so...
is damn near 3 years ago.
He was
So-
talking the big talk,
Big
walking
cock,
the big
Henry.
walk, thinking he had a giant cock.
Hey.
Bell end, you know.
That's a
Uh,
fucking description. Big talk, big walk, giant cock.
That's it. That's all you need,
Yeah,
really.
so he
actually.
was talking this, and I was like, oh, wow, good for Tanner. I mean, fucking, maybe he's pulling a coffee babe. And that was before I ever went to a Dookie Bros ever before.
Wow.
I've never been to a Dookie Bros, so I didn't know how it was. And
Right.
then like, I started becoming a regular at the Dookie Bros by my work. And
Oh,
on the
yes.
way to my house, coming back from work, because there's one by and there's on the way. So they start knowing me, and they're regulars and this and that. So they start knowing my order. And then I also went to a couple in Colorado just like as a one-off and all this. And what happens every single time? They're super welcoming, super nice. Basically getting into my car and halfway out the window being all super nice. And like, these people know my order because I'm a regular at those two. And then all the other ones are hopping out the window. And I never thought of that. And then while I was getting this for the podcast, I was like, what can I talk about? Oh, yeah, Tanner talked about this. Oh, wait, that's what every single Dookie Bros does. He's just fucking retarded. He
True.
thought he was hot shit and
Not
nothing.
retarded, but yeah.
He's not. He's just a paying customer.
It's true.
It's like Dilly at the strip club thinking the
I was
strippers
about to
love
say.
him. It's the same exact thing.
She,
It's
I
like,
thought it
no,
was
they don't want
legit.
to. Yeah, it's like they don't care about you.
She
You're just buying
Just whispering
coffee.
in my ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's true though. That's
She
yeah.
whispered in my ear. She boned.
Yeah,
Um, Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, both of
it's
you did the
funny.
same thing.
it's
Just
okay.
at different levels.
I've got
Yeah, very different levels.
a really funny story. So
Uh-oh.
the first time I went to Dookie Bros was with, I can say a name, Nick, other Nick,
Nikki.
Nicky.
Oh, really?
Yep. And he put me
Shout out,
on,
Nikki.
and I was in my
Future guest, maybe. Ooh.
oh yes, yes. I was in the old Jeep, cruise through the drive-through, and Nikki said, there's this girl that's cute, and she's got my order.
Right.
And she turned, or what did she say? Oh my God, yeah. She said, "Do they ask you for if you'd like to tip or something?"
Yeah, they put it on the.
Yeah, I
want
wanna
to
talk about that
they have
too.
The
Yeah.
tablet and everything.
But wait, they straight up, this girl straight up said, "Would you like?" It was so terrible. I couldn't believe it.
I think I remember the story.
She's talking to me. Okay, ball, order's done. And then Nikki sit in the passenger seat, and she said, smiling, all happy, would you like to give, a tip? And I just said, oh, no, thank you. And then she was like in absolute shock. And then Nick just, I go, oh, no, thank you. And I felt bad. I really did.
Uh-huh.
well,
and-
of course.
She thought she
terrible
could get
thing
me
to
with
do.
her jugs. She thought she could reel.
With my
She
jug.
thought she could reel me in with those melons. And
Those
I said,
mommy milkers.
and I said, you know what? No, you don't get a tip. Not even my tip. I don't care. And so I said no, and she walked away.
Savage.
And Nick just is like,
Some top G shit.
oh, Nick was like bent over, just disbelief, like almost crying, and he was like, dude, you did not just say no, thank you when she asked you for a tip. To give a tip, and I was like, I did.
Yeah, right. A normal thing is like,
I
oh,
felt so
not
bad, though.
today.
Yeah.
Not
Or-
today,
no,
or
or say 10%.
yeah.
You know,
That's
that's
a-
normal.
That's,
That's
a lot
an
of,
off day.
That's a lot of percent, dude.
Are you
Oh my
keeping the
God.
normal's like 20-25?
That's just
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah, that's normal. Yeah.
I'm like every time I'm like
Yeah.
30, 40. You got
But
it.
here,
Well,
so
that's a good day though. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
that's funny. But so here's my thing with tipping. A tip means that you went above my expectations. Like I had so that's why you have to go in with low bars. You can't be an asshole and have like the highest expectations ever, and then leave no tip
Yeah.
because they didn't
place
pass 'em.
like that,
You have to have a-
literally the lowest bar.
Yeah, so lowest bar is I'm like the lowest bar is I go in there, I get my one coffee, and then it gets out relatively quickly.
Right.
And then I move along. That is the lowest bar. So if I'm in the line for fucking ever, sorry, you're not getting a tip.
Yeah.
And if I'm like if you have to ask me multiple times, like, sorry, you're not getting a tip. But like tonight I get left a tip because it wasn't just only one coffee. I was like, it's fucking kinda late, so
Yeah.
most people aren't getting coffee right now.
That
They're
was
probably
nice,
just
yeah.
trying to clean up. So
Right.
and I just got 3 coffees. So yeah, I'm gonna leave a tip.
That's fair. Yep.
And
That's
whatnot.
a lot more fair.
And
Yeah.
like food service is the same fucking way. Like especially the self serve ones, like the fucking Shake Shacks or shit, like and you like type in your own order and it's like, would you like to leave a tip for the staff? It's like, well no, because I'm part of the fucking staff. like
Yeah.
like
This.
I'm doing your
It's a
goddamn
funny
fucking
point.
job
It's
right now.
It's a
That's
funny
true.
point, but I can't go anywhere and not tip.
It's-
I have to tip. I walk in 10% minimum. That's my lowest bar is 10%. That's low.
Well, it's a
No.
it's a good.
99% of the time, it's 20.
Dookie Bros does something diabolical, and I pointed it out to Lady because Lady,
They do like the 10, 20.
yeah, so they
25?
have that, but Lady is extremely against tipping. Like I tell her to tip more than she
Really?
tells me to tip.
It's
Yeah, she's
fucking-
like, no, they're just doing their job, like
I used to be like
and
that.
whatnot. And I'm like, delivery people always get tips.
Yeah.
Waiters, if they're pretty quick,
Uber
like-
drivers.
Uber
Always
drivers
get-
always get a tip. And
So
all this and that. Hang on.
okay.
But Lady is like,
I
no,
can't
they
believe
just did their
people don't
job.
tip. It
Why
blows my
why
mind.
would I not tip? Why would I tip if they just did their job? They didn't do anything special for me. And it's like,
That's not the point.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I tell her, but anyway, and I told her I was like, but you have to do tip at Dookie Bros? And she was like, no, I don't. And I was like, yes, you do. And she's like, why? And I was like, I'll show you next time. So we were going out to this one place. I can't
no.
even remember.
Okay.
And we got in line for Dookie Bros in the drive-thru. And she was like, do you want to leave a tip? And lady was driving. And she was like, oh, no, we don't want to leave a tip today. Sorry. And she was like, oh, okay. And then stopped away, and I was like, this is why you have to tip at Dookie Bros. The person that was walking outside in the line and all that instantly goes inside, hangs out for a couple of seconds, come backs out, and I was like, she just told them to make our coffee shit because we didn't tip. Like, and she was like,
it's true. It's human nature.
I never thought of that. And I was like, watch.
It's human nature.
I was
everywhere.
Watch. If someone leaves a tip, like turn off the radio so we can hear what they're saying.
Right.
If they leave a tip, she doesn't leave. If they don't leave a tip, she goes back inside.
It's normal shit.
Yep.
But even if she doesn't.
But it's so blatantly obvious at Dookie Bros because they literally
I'm sure.
have to walk back into the shack.
Right. But restaurants, same way. It's like,
yeah. Well,
my God, they'll fucking kill you if you don't.
Yeah, but it's like certain things like fast food. Like I'm in the drive-thru. Like McDonald's doesn't ask.
That one's fine.
So that's why it's
I don't
like
think McDonald's. They might not even let you. Honestly.
Yeah, McDonald's I don't think lets you. I think you can only do like donations to like the Ronald McDonald's house or something like that.
Yeah,
but if it's like if a drive-thru like McDonald's doesn't allow tips, then why would at this like one like this like local like only 3-store burger chain here would I give you a tip in the drive-thru?
Because it's local family owned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not the industry standard.
Right. I think just because they don't want it gets too complicated if you let everybody get tips. That's why McDonald's doesn't do it.
Yeah.
But
I will say, so I know
I want to go into the fucking Uber thing so bad.
So there's a lot of things. Okay, with tips,
I'm just saying, if you throw my food out the window, it's like, all right, here you go. All right, you're done.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
If it's a drive-through, I'm not going to. You gotta at least.
I'm talking about Bad Boys. Bad Boys does that. They literally give you a clipboard with the receipt and the pen. It's like, how much you want to tip? And I'm like, fucking nothing, dude.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to give you fucking shit.
Okay, I might rethink
especially
that
because
one.
half the time they're fucking dicks. Like they're like
not the one here.
The one by my work. They're like, here you go. Oh, you're gonna get.
All right.
Literally, I don't think there's a single dude that works at this one. It's fucking. It ain't bad boy. It's bad bitch.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking dumb boy over my. Dude,
dumb boy burgers.
Dude, like I went there for lunch
Dummy
today.
boy.
And he started bossing me around, and I was like, no shit, I'm not gonna give you a fucking tip now, dumb bitch. Like he's like
okay,
holding out the bag of food, and it's stapled shut, and I'm like, who the fuck staples your bag of food shut?
I think they just always do that.
That's weird.
Their thing.
Anyway, but they were like. And he's
Yeah,
like,
but it
all right,
feels
we're
like
going to
that.
do this, and we're going to do this. So he hands me the bag, and he's like, and I grab it, and he's like, we're going to do this. And then I hand him my card, and he's like, oh, and then we're going to do this. And then I just see him fondle my card for 30 seconds while he fills up like 6 fucking sodas. I only ordered 1 soda.
Right.
Then he finally swipes that cunt, and then fucking gives me the soda, and then
Strong
gives that,
word.
and he's like, all right, here's your receipt if you want to write up a tip. And I was like, no. No, get some
that
tinted
makes
windows and you might have some better chances, but fucking stupid ass, like
that
what
makes
the
sense.
fuck?
But when I fucking go to this one, it's like this fucking like 50-year-old fucking super nice lady, you know.
Oh, you're going for the Cougars. You said they were hot bitches.
Well, you know,
Whoa.
you gotta be kind to all
Whoa.
walks of life.
Oh,
you know
it's about kindness.
It's
You
about
need a
kindness.
couple.
Is that what that is?
You need some. You need some wrinkle in the forehead for you to get hard, huh?
Just a bad boy. So, no, but that one I've always tipped at Bad Boy Burger. I've always tipped. Now that you say that, I never even thought about it, but that's what's my mindset with tipping. I just do it. 20% minimum every time.
That's good.
How do you tip at the bar?
Oh, really awfully generous. Like awfully
Andrew
generous.
Schultz talked about that,
Way
and I
too-
totally agree
that
with
one's
that.
way too generous. That one I would actually
'Cause
say is
I never tip at the bar.
Well, so here's the dirty
Yeah.
thing,
I go
because
crazy.
bartenders,
Usually
there's
'cause I'm fucked up.
there's an industry standard. When you pay with cash, and it's always been this way because cash was the normal, and then credit cards become more and
It's a
more and more
change.
and more thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like change plus $1 for every drink.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So like $15 drink, I give them a 20, or like $17, I give them a 20. They give me 3 back. It's like, here's the 3 for the tip plus $1, or if you're a stooge, just $1 per drink, and they are totally fine with that. It's cool. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But then you fucking start paying with card, and then it's like 20%. So now instead of that, it's like a $7 drink, you're tipping $3, and it's like it changes everything. You tip so much more with card,
That's true.
and they look at you so much more like a dickhead if you stick with the cash standard.
I
The
see.
cash standard, they don't bat an eye. But then when you
Interesting.
use the cash standard with a card, they're
Right.
like, this guy's a fucking slooge.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I
Yeah.
I'm
know.
going to spit in his cup next time he orders a beer.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
me,
Very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Pharaoh, and his girl, and our
Pharaoh.
soon-to-be roommate again,
Oh
the
yeah.
homie. Hasn't been on the pod, but we talked a lot
Keep
about
drinking your coffee, Dilly. You're getting quiet.
Oh no, that's why I'm a little zapped. I've only had. I gotta chill because I gotta go to sleep in a few hours. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep at 8 o'clock.
So,
Shut up.
I was
be-
at,
okay,
I was
go
at
ahead.
the bar with my girl and Pharaoh and his girl. It was us four all hanging out. I bought us all 2 rounds, okay,
Mm-hmm.
of like the girls had their girly ass drinks. These.
Freaking.
I think they called it blue raspberry Sour Patch Kid.
Oh yeah.
What's the most popular cocktail ordered across the world?
Blue Hawaiian. That's all I know.
Cosmopolitan. Anyway,
Cosmopolitan.
Yep,
Cosmo.
Good to know, actually.
the good old
to know.
Cosmo. Anyway,
Anyways.
So I bought 4 of those, right? And then I bought Pharaoh and I think we just drank J-Mo on the rocks, honestly.
Yeah.
nice.
Good little sipper.
Classic
Yeah.
manly drink.
Can't go wrong.
Woman drink, right? Classic.
Yep.
But 8 total drinks I bought
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
for all of us.
That's good.
I think it was about $68, $70, I think.
Yeah.
I tipped
$30.
Yeah.
30.
$30.
30.
Just top it off right at 100.
3
you know what I mean?
0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just like,
You felt good?
felt great actually.
I bet you did after the sipper.
Oh yeah,
Good.
really good.
No,
after the sipper.
That's
You
good, though.
tipped 44%.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
generous, though.
insane.
Do you do that every time? though?
It
You
was
don't do that
just-
every time.
But it was
probably.
we went on like a Wednesday or Tuesday night or something.
Mhm.
I think it was. So we were the only ones in there
That's good.
Yeah.
talking to the bartender.
Yeah. Normally,
Oh,
how
that's nice,
my
actually.
rule of thumb is like I just round up maybe a couple of bucks or something.
No, that's, I mean it's better than nothing.
Yeah. So
mean-
like if it's a fucking $17.32, I'll just tip $3 and I'll make it a 20.32.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
So
Say it's like
Go ahead.
$80, right? Say that your
Mhm.
bill is $80 before tip, right?
Yeah.
Say $80. Why in the fuck would you not just round it off to 100 versus stopping at 90? It baffles me. Just go to fucking 100.
well, a lot of people don't have that kind
No.
of money. That's
it
why.
I know, but but
That's-
if you're already spending $80, making the difference to fucking help somebody out and give them 10 extra bucks is not as big a deal as you
Yeah.
are not
I see
spending
what you
10
mean.
bucks.
I think giving them a tip at all is good. That's what
What
a
the
tip
fuck?
is.
No,
So I
these
have a
people
completely
work
different.
for tips.
That's no. I let me talk because
Exactly. So they should work hard.
So yeah, work. So let me
And
talk.
they do most of the time.
Let me talk though. This is because I haven't had my input on this
Okay,
at
go
all.
ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The only people I tip non-negotiable people, restaurants, servers, because they get paid less, don't they? Like
$3
not
an
really-
hour.
Yeah, so that's part of their job to get tipped. That's
They have to
That's
live.
their
They have to
paycheck.
be tipped.
they have to be tipped.
So they better be good at what they're doing.
So
Right.
people that get paid, I guess you could say, Tanner's really gave me shit. Uber drivers,
Mm-hmm.
I know they work for tips too, huh?
There was recently
Yeah.
a strike
So-
because they were saying that Uber drivers aren't getting paid enough.
Really?
Yeah, they did a 1-day strike
Oh, I didn't know that.
and whatnot.
Either
But
way,
I think
Anyway.
tips are a big part of their revenue.
so.
Yeah.
Tips are too, I think, for them. But in general, I kind of got a classic, like an older mindset, you could say. Old people would do this. I'll tip you if
If you
Yeah.
impress me.
if you impress me, or you
Mhm.
you do something that's out of the ordinary, or it's like, you know what, I think you're a good person. I'll tip you.
It's not the way of this country.
That's.
anymore.
But I don't just tip.
know what?
'cause-
Most jobs.
You know what
'Cause-
boggles my mind is when you go to a restaurant or something or whatever, and you're like, "That was absolute dog shit," and then you still tip 15%. It's like,
Yeah.
if you said it was dog shit,
unfair.
don't fucking tip.
Yeah. Like I'm.
What's dog shit?
You are thoroughly disappointed in everything that happened.
Yeah.
Everything.
So yeah, so here's a thing I
That's-
want to ask:
Okay.
when at a restaurant,
'Kay.
and like you worked at a restaurant,
Oh, yeah.
and you were a server at a restaurant,
Two of them. Yep.
and whatnot. So would the tip at the table be split between the cooks and you?
No.
It was just you.
Yes.
okay, that's good.
Cooks didn't get tip.
They don't. They work hourly.
Yeah.
All
so
like all cooks
So-
in the whole country.
so here's the
work
thing.
hourly.
Do you pull your tip and stop the tip if the food is bad?
No, absolutely not.
Do you
if the-
take away the?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
not.
so,
Why?
like,
That's
You're
not
like
their
you were
fault.
planning on
Oh, I
like
see.
exactly. See, that's the thing. But a
Yeah.
lot of people are like, that's a shit experience. I had a shit experience. The food was shit.
It's not
So why
fair.
would I tip?
It's not fair.
Yeah, I would.
Exactly. That's why. But then it's like, okay, the waiter should get on the fucking cook's ass and be
Yeah,
like,
but there's only so much you can do.
yeah, I know.
That's the thing.
You can't cook the food.
I think
I know.
a lot of people, like you said, they don't realize
They don't realize
it's
that
not the
cook,
waitress.
yeah, the cook
Yeah.
isn't
Biggest one.
also getting the tip. Like a lot of times, people look at the
That
tip
should be more well
and
known.
saying the tip
Yeah.
is going for the store. Like they just assume the tip is going to the store, to the ether of
Right.
the store.
Right.
They're not thinking about it just being
Right.
the waiter.
That's
or
what they
anything
think. Yeah.
And some
Yeah.
stores and restaurants do that, where
The-
it's a fucking tip pool. Everything
that-
gets
right.
pooled in and then redivided up.
Yeah, that's what people got fucked up because they're $80 that they spend on their fucking meal.
Yep.
That's the money that goes to the whole restaurant.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
The $20 that you're supposed to tip your waiter and waitress, that's what you should be tipping if you had a good
Mhm.
experience, no matter what the food was.
But that's why
Yeah.
waiters need to be on top of their shit and be
Right.
like, how's the food? I saw a fucking nasty face when I was way over there, so they clearly don't like it. And try to fucking
Yeah. Because
remedy
you
whatever they fucking can if they're trying to get a tip.
Even so, people still one
'Cause it's one of the
bad thing will just ruin.
It's a risk. It's a risk that a waiter has to take. Their tip is in other people's hands.
will. Yeah.
Is the busser doing a good because if the
Right.
busser doesn't do a good job, no tip. If the cook doesn't do it,
Yeah.
no tip.
Host,
Gamble.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it only hurts
If I had to wait long.
the waiter.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly. And which is fucked up because everybody
Mhm.
else is making 15, 17 an hour.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
waiter is the only one making 3 an hour. So that's
Yeah.
why you
Mhm.
have to tip. You have to.
Yeah,
if
for
this- if-
waiters, yeah.
Unless the service is
Restaurant.
fucking terrible, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if
Unless
the
you're-
service is good, but everything else
Yeah,
is
if
shit,
the
you
guy's
still
is like,
tip
all right, we're
20%.
going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. And then it's like, well, you're not getting a tip.
Yep.
Right. No, yeah.
Yeah.
If
Well-
the service is good, always 20%, no matter if it's fucking goddamn diarrhea-filled shit food,
Mm-hmm.
because not,
Yeah.
not the waiter's fault. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
but with
That's fair.
Dilly, back to the Uber drivers,
Yep.
never tip.
I don't tip.
Why?
They get hourly.
Yeah, but they get minimum.
That's.
But
But
The
it sounds messed up.
It is
yeah,
messed
messed
up.
this is why
Very
they've been
messed up.
striking, because literally, if you don't tip, the payment that they get for their service normally doesn't
Yep.
even cover gas.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't really know
So-
that. So.
That's why they've been striking,
So that-
especially with
yeah, that
like the
makes
gas
sense.
prices right now. So
Oh yeah.
and this and that. So if like it's an SUV or something like that,
Oh,
like
jeez.
he has to rely on tips, because you have to realize
The lies.
the little portion they get, I don't know what it is, but it's not enough, because that has to pay the gas,
yeah.
that has to pay their insurance, that has to pay
All
maintenance,
adds up. Yep.
and
Oh,
that
yeah.
all adds up.
It's a lot
So yeah. No.
You
I,
can't afford to be an Uber driver
without tips. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
without tips, because Ubering is relatively cheap. So
Yeah.
how the fuck are they ever going to
make money.
afford
Right.
to do
It is.
anything?
It is pretty cheap, actually.
Yeah, they're
So it
going to
makes
have
sense.
a part-time job to keep their car running in order to
Right.
continue to Uber if they don't get tips.
To be fair, I guess I haven't. I haven't. To be fair.
To be fair,
I haven't taken like long Uber rides, just literally to
It
the
doesn't matter.
airport.
It
So
doesn't matter.
how
So-
much
how much would I
from
tip?
here? No, from here to the airport. I know it's a short ride.
Oh yeah,
How
I
much
remember.
just for the like
it's $13.
$13?
I remember that.
Mhm.
It's $13.
$3. Just throw $3
Yeah,
on top
that's
of
fair.
That-
Yeah,
Yeah,
13 to 16 doesn't make a difference.
yeah, it's not bad.
You wouldn't even thought about it.
just
I just
$3
don't-
Started at 16.
It just
'Cause
never.
$3 means that that's a
You're
gallon
like,
of gas.
fuck yeah.
That's
yeah.
that's a shy of a gallon of gas.
Yeah, that was free on gas that trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that at least
Mhm.
covers them. That's
You know what
good.
I mean? They're like, fuck yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was worth it. But
Well,
then
no.
when you don't drop anything on it, they're like, fuck me, rather just
Fuck
fucking
that
sit
ride.
I
Just that. Yeah, because if they don't tip, instead of saying, okay, I'm up $1.50 from that,
Yep.
and I lost 30 minutes of my time because he has to get to you, and then he
Right.
has to do the ride, and then he has to go somewhere else to
Right.
pick somebody else up,
Yep.
and all this and that.
You could have lost out on a good
So
tip from somebody
a
else.
whole entire half an hour is lost.
Right.
And if you tip him, then he's up like $4.
Right.
I didn't know.
If he's up $4, but if you don't tip him at all, he's probably down like
couple bucks, yeah.
$1.50, $2.
Right.
So he's going in the negatives.
I didn't know it was that bad, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I mean, you just have to do simple math. Like,
I don't
how
do
much is insurance?
that. Yeah.
how much? Because obviously you're gonna get if you're gonna be an
Simple
Uber
math.
driver, you got to get premium insurance.
Oh yeah.
You got to
changes
keep up
most.
on maintenance. You
Yeah,
got to
for
have good
sure.
maintenance. You got to get it detailed. If you want to be an Uber driver, you have
Yep.
to keep your
It's
thing
gotta
clean
be
as fuck all the
super nice.
time.
For sure.
So you got to pay detailers. You got to pay the gas. The gas is expensive.
Right.
People aren't liking the tiny little econo boxes. And like everyone gets disappointed if a Toyota Camry shows up as their
It's
fucking
true.
Uber.
They're like,
True.
oh, I was got a cram
Yeah,
in there. Yeah.
Exactly. You want a Hyundai Santa Fe or Ford Explorer or something like that,
Bigger, yeah.
but then that costs more on gas, so then that's even more money.
Yeah.
So everything adds up, and when it all adds up, if you don't tip, they just lost
Right.
money giving you a trip.
Yeah. It's good to know though. Yeah, I'll tip. I mean,
I guess
I just thought they got paid like
No.
okay enough, but I guess
Because they don't get paid
that much.
hourly, they get paid per trip, and they get a portion of that trip, but obviously Uber's going to take most of that.
Yeah.
if
I
it's
see.
like a $13 trip, they might be getting like
8 or something.
no, 4 or 5.
yeah,
$5.
4 or
Not a lot.
5, and that
Yeah.
still gets taxed.
Oh,
4 or 5
man.
bucks. So then if you throw 3 or 4 more bucks on that,
That's-
that's big money.
Evens it
Yeah.
out, makes it
Yeah.
better. Yeah. Okay. That's
So
good to know.
same. Here's another one, kind of the same area of that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like DoorDash.
Oh yeah.
What are the
Yeah.
tip, what do you what would same kind of thing, tipping wise?
It all depends. See, so Uber, I'm way more judgmental with Uber
Of course.
and DoorDash and stuff like that
okay.
because I can see what they're doing before they get to me.
True.
Yeah.
And I can see the end product kind of thing. So like if I'm downtown at the bars or something like that
right.
and I walk 2 blocks away to make it easier for him because then I know, oh, they can just whoop, there's going to be no traffic, they can just whoop, pick me up, whoop, move along.
Right.
Good and go. And whatnot. So like I get the confirmation, ooh, your driver's coming, or my DoorDash order, ooh, they picked it up
But
from
the thing with
they confirmed and picked it up from the restaurant, and I see them doing loops and fucking zigzags and blah blah blah.
finishing other
And I'm
orders,
like, yeah, it's like,
You're like,
oh,
yeah,
you're
no.
doing other
The thing
trips.
is-
You're also running Lyft at the same time, all this and that, and I'm like, don't
Door-
fucking confirm me if you're not going to come to me.
DoorDash
Yep.
makes you tip first
Yeah,
before.
that's why I don't use DoorDash. I use Uber Eats.
Okay.
The hack.
I just
If I so
make
then
it
like
rain on them motherfuckers.
so like Uber
Yep.
Eats and shit like that. Like at my old apartment, this bitch was stupid. Like
Oh my god.
this bitch was stupid.
Okay.
At my old
Respectful.
apartment, it was like one of the finals days or something, and I was just writing
Right.
essays in my
Classic.
apartment. I didn't want to waste the time to go to the library all the way downtown, so I was just like, I'm staying here. I'm Uber eating everything, so I
Right.
can just
Yep.
sit at my laptop and type essays.
Right.
So I Uber Eats some like Panda Express or some shit, and she says she's gonna pick it up, and it's gonna take 45 minutes to get to me, and I'm like, 45 minutes? Wow. Turned into a whole entire hour, and I was like, Wow.
I have a even better story. It's
Wow.
so good.
and then when she gets there to my apartment complex, I'm like at 50 minutes. I'm like, where the fuck is this bitch? I'm watching her do swirls and zigzags, and I'm like, what the hell? And then she finally gets to the apartment complex, and then I just see her do circles in the apartment complex on the map, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then she calls me, and she's like, yeah, so you're bitch of a fucking building manager. I just talked to her asking if I could leave it here at the
God.
at the clubhouse, and she said, no, you have to leave it to the door. What a fucking bitch anyway. So what building are you? And I was like, well, it's in the app. I wrote it in the notes. Building, blah, apartment, blah. It's at the, and then I gave her instructions. I was like, which way are you facing? Directly at the clubhouse front door. Okay, look to your left. The furthest building away that's parallel with the road. So it's the front of the building is facing you. That's my building. It's blue and brown and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like all these descriptions. And she's like, okay, I got you, sweetie. It's going to be here there in a couple of minutes. 15, 20 minutes
Liar.
go by.
Liar.
Never knock. And I was like, what the fuck? And I
Jesus.
was like, open up the door. Nothing sitting right there. And
so
I was
good.
like, what the fuck? And I was like, so then I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk around. I'm going to go to the clubhouse. And the clubhouse lady was like, yeah, your Uber driver was just here. She's an asshole. She was fucking screaming at me saying she was wasting time and she had to get to other Ubers and whatnot, but she had to find you and she couldn't. And I refused to
God.
let her leave it. And I was like, well, you're in it. Good for you for not letting her do that, because that's not what I told her to do in the app, and that's
Right.
not what she agreed to do when
Yeah.
she said she was going to pick up my order. And I was like, you know what? Off of a whim, I'm going to go to the next building over and see it was there. Next building, top of the building, just like mine on third
Yep.
story. off to
There
the
it was.
corner, and there it was. And I was like, sweet. Instantly opened up the app, left a comment, explained the whole thing, gave her 1 star, 0 tip. And I was like, this is what you fucking
That
do.
is a perfect example of no tip.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See, that one's fine.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
That one's fine.
That
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
fair.
Yes.
I have one. I don't know. I guess they just take it off if this happens on DoorDash. But I had one. I think it was hungover as fuck. Okay, like one. It was like 11 o'clock. Woke up and I'm like, fuck, I need to go back to sleep, but I need food because I can't move. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
One of those fucked up hangovers where it's like siphoning fucking water into yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From both ends. And you're fucking just trying to be hydrated, but
Uh-huh.
you know
Yeah.
you need fucking food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I ordered T-Bell, classic. You know,
Go
Yeah,
T-Bell,
because
yep.
that's going to help your organs.
hey, you know,
That's what I'm always thinking about. Hey, he's live today. He's here to speak
you know what I
about.
mean. I was trying to help the brain, you know. What I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and if the food makes me happy, I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I fucking ordered it, passed out about 30 minutes into waiting for it.
Oh, I remember this.
30 minutes. I'm waiting for it, and it's one of those where I'm laying down looking for it, and I wake up.
He was so hungover.
3 hours later, I wake up.
3 hours.
3 hours later, it's like 3 o'clock.
You were like,
go check
fuck,
the
I'm
door,
going to
'cause
have
I
to
always have it-
microwave that shit.
I always have
Yeah.
it set as leave at the door just 'cause it's fucking Well, I think when I first ever DoorDashed, it was COVID, and that was the only option, so I just never changed it. So, go check the door. It's not fucking there. And I'm like, what the fuck?
3 hours.
And I go open the app, and it's like, Dante's still trying to finish your order. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean trying to finish the order? What the fuck? Or it was like,
he fucking
going
ate
to-
my order.
yeah, going to still picking up the order is what it said. I'm like, he hasn't even picked it up yet. What the fuck? And he's like, the car's just stationary in the middle of like this parking lot. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like
He's
not even
smoking
close to
Smoking tote.
yeah, Dante's
not even close
tossed.
to T-Bell. Yeah,
He's tossed. He's
So-
fucking.
you can call
blitzed.
them, right?
You can call him?
Yes, you can call
Straight
them.
up.
So I called him because it was like, sorry, your order's 3 hours and 45 minutes late. We'll give you 20% off. It's like,
You're like,
20% off. The goddamn fucking T-Bell's goddamn oatmeal now. Jesus Christ. So I call him, and it's like this 20-year-old kid, and he's like, dude, fell asleep in my car, bro. Just like that. Just like that. Like, no exaggeration. And he's like, fuck, dude, how long is it? Oh, I can still pick it up for you, though. And I'm like, do not go pick that shit up, bro. So I just fucking got a refund. Took about 3 weeks to get the refund.
I
But
remember that. You were so mad. You're like,
well, then I'm fucking
hungry.
really fucked up.
Oh, you're so
Oh,
hungry at
headache.
this point.
Migraine, bro.
Ruined, yeah.
No food. Oh, pissed.
You went to sleep mad. I remember that.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm waiting for my T-bell, and then you just never came out of your room.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Oh,
gold.
man, that's so good.
That was like, I'm never getting fucking DoorDash again. Yeah. Probably
Fuck no.
lasted like 5 days. But
That's hilarious, though.
I know. Really funny. He sounded just like that.
Feel see in my car, dude.
So, moral of the story, unless they're like those two experience, give them a tip.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that was funny. I like the drink. We never got to that point. I like the drink.
Yeah.
It's good.
Um,
It's
How
refreshing.
far in?
40 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
um,
Yep.
Nice. It's nice to not have an alcoholic beverage every once in a while. Dilly, doesn't mean don't do that.
Yeah.
It does mean that you have to finish your drink though.
I will finish it.
Tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow morning
We
because
had a
I'm gonna
few
be
drinks the other
zapped.
night,
I really like it, but
and I found like a full ass fucking beer opened in the fucking fridge in the
Ugh.
morning, and I'm like,
What the
well,
fuck?
Tanner goes, yeah, you gotta keep going, and I cracked it, and I took like 3 sips of it, and I felt nauseous, and I was like, I'm done. I was
Yeah,
like,
see, that's
I'm-
when
so you puke,
boys
and I keep
become
going.
men,
yeah,
and you
Exactly.
did not become a man.
I didn't
still working
cross
on it.
that line.
yeah, I'm still working on it.
I didn't. I felt.
That's why you just fucking let her loose in the fucking bathtub.
what does that mean?
Fucking trig, baby.
Pull trig.
Yep.
Even though you don't have to, you just. Oh, if you're like me, you just look at the toilet and you go 3, 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
just
a
happens
skill, dude.
subconsciously, but
I've
nah,
heard
you got to work on it. It's
people-
a
yeah, it's a
skill
thing.
anybody can get.
You have such mental stability. Like, you are so at peace. You can talk to your brain, have a full conversation, say, we will be doing this. And it's like, you shouldn't.
Crazy.
But
Because
you
your brain
should.
really doesn't want to.
it doesn't want to.
Your
But you're
stomach
like,
really wants to. but
you
your brain
force
doesn't.
it. And you're like,
we're doing.
listen, we're doing it.
this. and then you
he's
just
like-
do 3.
And so then you don't leave a fallen soldier in the
Yeah.
fucking fridge
That's true.
because you didn't drink that.
So you
I
drank
didn't
it?
finish it. I actually sipped it. I sipped it before I dumped it.
Yeah, sipped it. It was literally full.
Well, I took like 3 sips and I went, dump it. Yeah,
I hope you
that was
didn't.
them.
I hope you
Waste.
bought it.
That was it.
No, I bought it.
No, he bought it.
What a piece of shit.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
well, I could give it
He always
back.
gets mad at
No,
me
you
for having-
can't. It's in the grass.
No, I can buy another. I can buy more. But I can't.
No, you won't. You're cheap.
No, you don't. Don't you take it easy because I am gonna say the only reason
Dude, for three and a
No,
half
not-
weeks, I
oops,
heard this
oops.
motherfucker complain about you not buying tissues.
I didn't, bro. I never use tissues, and this guy goes, "Buy." You got me heated up now. He says, "Yeah, dude. Go ahead, buy tissues for everyone, dude." And I'm like, "I don't use tissues." He goes, "Yeah, you do." I'm like, "No, I don't." And he's like, "Buy it for everyone. It's just fair." I bought tissues. I have not ever used those tissues that I bought. You and
Just
you
'cause
and
you tried not to use them.
no, I never use
No, you do.
tissues.
When I have
I'm
them
too
out,
cheap.
you
I
use
don't
them.
buy tissues.
I use toilet paper.
I use toilet paper as a one everything. Do
You
everything
don't-
with it.
You have to. You can buy less toilet paper if you use tissues.
But then you're still buying more paper.
That's the thing. You're killing.
It's even.
You know what?
It
How
evens
many
out.
squares of-
You're a tree killer. You know what
How
you are?
many squares of
That's a-
toilet paper do you use to wipe your asshole? That's the real.
Do we let the
conservative.
world know this?
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
That's the
I
thing.
do 2 squares per wipe.
Jeez.
That is fucking
Honestly,
ingenuity.
what if I?
I like that.
Yeah,
I know I don't.
square, fold on top, another square.
We've talked about it.
So
this,
you
I
just
think.
let
I think
your-
we've talked about this.
What do you mean you let your? No,
you just
nothing
fucking you
tou-
take your finger and then you just and then you only use one square, right? And then you just wipe off your finger.
No, you just like. No, you're like.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that.
Dilly, like,
Dude,
fucking has
yeah,
this-
we've talked
you
about
take-
this
Dilly's got
extensively.
like a dildo spike on the ground. And he puts toilet paper over the top and just sits.
Yeah,
on it,
we've
and then
talked
he's
about
like,
this
"All right, and done."
extensively. We've talked about the toilet paper, but yeah, I'm a 2 square guy. And then yeah, I mean, still haven't fucking broken it. You gotta fucking look at the first fucking wipe, even though you know that shit's coming up dirtier than hell.
It's so funny. You just have to. for
Yeah,
some
it's like
Clean wipe.
yeah, it's like did you wipe your ass if you didn't look at the first dirty square?
reason. Do you ever? Do you ever?
Did the water get hot if you didn't run your finger underneath it the whole entire time? And did you actually tie something down in the bed of your truck if you didn't grab the tie-down strap and say, "Yep, that's not going anywhere"? Like it's all
It's the equivalent. Yeah.
And do you also accidentally, or not accidentally, do you ever like look at like the third wipe and there's nothing, and you're like, that can't be right, you know? And fucking go again.
yeah, you're like I need a verifier.
That can't
Verifier,
not be right.
verifier,
He said,
verifier,
Somehow
verifier.
it-
Step to the plate, please. We need to verify the shot count, please.
Not
God,
on the
that's
third
funny.
wipe, maybe the fourth, but not the third.
God, that's funny.
That's fucking hilarious. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. All right, so before we get off even more fucking tangents,
Yep.
Oh man.
let's talk about.
Also, Andrew Soul talked about this. If you get a fucking, if you wipe and nothing comes off, do you wash hands?
Oh, I do
still-
remember this. He's like, my shit's magical.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
remember saying that. Him saying that.
Yeah. Or
I
if you're at a urinal,
Oh, I don't watch it.
yeah, if
Oh,
you're
yeah,
at a
he's like, I don't
urinal,
wash my hands.
you
I wash
literally just flop your Johnson out into the
Right.
wind,
If you got
and
clean-
you just let it slap the wall. You let it piss the wall, and that's it. You don't touch your Johnson.
Yep.
All these bitches are like, why don't you wash your hands after you fucking piss? It's like, because I didn't touch anything besides my jeans.
And after all, it's just if you touch
Maybe
it,
if
it's
I'm
just,
pissing in a fucking
no,
like,
if you touch
trough-
Johnson, you need to fucking wash your hands because you
think-
got dick cheese and everything else on there. So
well,
you-
it depends what day it is. You know, some days you got dick cheese, some days you don't. You know.
what? Do
hot
you
out.
only wash your fucking dick 3 days a week?
No, I'm just saying.
Do you not fucking hold your dick when you fucking piss?
I hold my dick if it's an
Buddy's
actual
fucking
toilet.
hung, huh?
I was like,
Buddy
it
lets
just-
the fucking
it just
horse
sits in
cock
there?
out.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, by
fucking-
the way, my flight back from Colorado, they checked my Johnson again.
They did.
Yeah,
They
again.
just know he's got too much
He's
mass.
carrying a
Dude,
lady-
fucking
Lady
nail.
was so fucking annoyed.
I know
Lady
what I'm saying.
instantly knew what the fuck I was about to say. I was like, I'm just
because
well.
she saw the fucking
Yeah, she
video.
was. Yeah, she was like, motherfucker, he's gonna talk about it, and I was like, I'm just well endowed, baby. And she's
But
like,
he's
shut
got a
the fuck up,
cannon in
you're
his
s-
pants. He can't
Yeah.
fucking go anywhere.
Yeah, she's like,
Jeez.
shut the fuck up, you're fucking stupid. And I was like,
Oh, that's fucking
I'm not
hilarious.
stupid. You're just really lucky.
So what, you just fucking, so what,
Oh
you
my
just have
God.
your hands on your fucking hips when you're fucking pissing in a urinal?
Dude,
yeah.
that's, you're crazy.
No,
dude.
just kidding. Like I just like whip my Johnson out.
Right.
I fucking let him rip. If it's at the urinal.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like holding the fabric so it doesn't get pissed on, and then I move along. If it's the
I guess I do
turlet,
that too.
yeah, if it's the turlet, then I actually have to aim.
Turlet.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
the turlet, I
Right.
actually have to aim. So I'll hold my dick.
I guess
But at
that's
the
just-
urinal, you're literally standing right
sense.
there. Your bell end is
makes
literally
sense.
getting splashed back.
Right.
You're so fucking close. So
Well,
like,
sometimes
yeah.
like at the
dude, it's so fucking nasty when you piss at a urinal with flip flops on. And you're just like,
Yeah.
Like,
well,
is the
Yeah.
urinal even doing anything?
I feel like you have to fucking hold on tight when you're fucking like at a peeing in a trough.
No, that's when
Dude,
you really let
this-
it
No,
go.
no.
You have to
No, you're-
display dominance more than anywhere else. That is when I need to have my dick the furthest the fuck out, so everyone
Oh,
sees
that's
how big my
fucking-
watch is.
I'm gonna
Got him.
say one thing that male knows this about me. There are some times
You are cock shy.
I cannot release my piss.
Yeah.
Sometimes, dude, if I walk up at a urinal
Not sometimes.
a lot of the times, but I take like 15 seconds to release. It's pretty long.
Whoa, that's
So-
a really long time.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think
If
something's
it's
wrong
more
with
than
me.
4, I freak out.
I think it's something, dude. If the other dude releases before me, I start sweating. If I walked up first and then he walks up and I still haven't released and he released, I'm sweating
Are
because
you
I'm like,
one of those people that stand there and like compare the sound of pisses and be like, "Oh, damn,
Oh,
that's a
damn.
manly sound."
oh yeah.
That's a
Well,
that's
what
a
I-
thick stream. Damn, he's got a fire hose.
What I do is so I don't seem off sus. It's if he's pissing, I haven't released yet. Once I release, I make sure that shit's loud. That psh, then he's like, okay, cool.
You
know what I mean?
aim for the
He's
water
like-
to make it as loud as possible.
He's like, okay, cool. He's pissing, because otherwise it's like, what is he doing? He's fucking standing. there.
You're like pushing so hard, your face is turning red.
And I'm
You're
like, "Ugh," and it's like, shh.
it's
Yeah.
it's a really
Yeah.
thin fucking stream.
No, you gotta
Fucking
display
lasering
dominance.
off every
You
fucking
got to
wall.
display dominance at any chance you get.
Oh, that's so funny.
What do you do? Like takes 3 steps back?
Well, no, like at a trough, like
Fucking
my dick, my balls are all out. You
Dude.
can look, and they are there. Like,
Yep. But
and
like,
also, I got called a sexual slur. I guess that's what it's called. The F
Oh.
word for homosexuals.
oh yeah.
Oh,
a bundle
yes.
of sticks.
Yes,
Yes, that word. I'm not saying it so we don't get taken off
Yep,
YouTube.
would
course.
not be good.
And then
Yep.
whatnot.
We're on the news.
um,
Don't want to do that.
Yeah, but I was at a bar. It was called The Dive. In South. It was like south
Get your line.
east Denver.
I think I
The Dive.
think
heard
I
of
know what
that.
you're talking
It's
about.
like just past Centennial
Yeah,
when you're
I think
going
I know
into
what you're
Denver.
talking about.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good bar.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like, yeah, it was like my brother, his buddies, lady, and I
Nice.
while we were on our trip.
Very cool.
And I was like, I gotta piss. And like, dude, it's fucking packeder than packed.
Right.
Like,
In the bathroom.
so fucking no, everywhere. Like, you can't fucking
Oh.
walk. It's so packed.
Yep.
Like,
Sounds
I
like
spilled
Colorado.
yeah.
I spilled a
alright.
fucking vodka soda on a bitch because literally it was so stupid. Like, people are sitting down at the bar, and then like you would just stand over them to order. So then
Right.
it's like they would pass the drinks over the head of the people sitting at the bar. So it's like,
Oh, yeah, it's chill.
of course you're gonna fucking
Chill out.
spill.
Oh my god.
So I spill a fucking vodka soda down the back of one
Nice.
chick a little bit. But anyway, yeah, that's how packed it is.
It's good for.
So I'm like, I gotta piss. So I go piss. The urinals are shut down. They have the trash bags over the
Oh, right,
urinals.
right, yep.
So everyone has to use the stalls.
Jeez.
Like women.
Jeez.
So I'm just like, I gotta piss. We're just all pissing. We're dudes. So in and out quick.
Yeah.
I didn't have even a second thought. I go into the stall. Don't shut the door behind me, and I
Right.
just start
Why
pissing.
would you? Yeah.
These two guys walk in, and they're talking about stocks. Like, I guess they're stockbrokers for Charles
Oh, yeah.
Schwab,
Sick.
if I had to guess, because Charles Schwab has a place near there.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, they were like talking about like Jessica or something. And they were like, Jessica just doesn't know what the fuck she's doing when she has to fucking forward up the stock request to the
This
fucking
is
high.
how dudes
And like
vent.
all the work
Right.
shit, and like these two dudes in like stupid suits in a dive bar,
Right.
literally called the Dive. And I was like, you're all already weird
Yeah.
for doing that. And then they were like, God damn, look at this, and then says the word. What a
With the door open.
yeah, he was like, who the fuck is gonna piss with the door open? You're just asking me. And I
Yeah.
just look at him and I was like, well, what kind of fucking bitch is looking at my ass calling me gay? It sounds like you want a handy. And it's like,
You gotta bounce. You gotta
and they were
clap
like,
back.
what the fuck you just say? And it's like, shut up, take your fucking piss and shut the door because you're scared of what you have. And it's like,
It's true. Like,
and they were like, and I just walked out. And they were like,
oh,
I didn't tell Lady that because she doesn't like confrontation. She's like, you're going to get
Well,
stabbed and shot when you
dude-
do this. And
dudes
now we have to be careful about where we walk because someone's going to follow us and kill us. And I was like, so I didn't tell her this at the bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like,
Dudes,
I
in,
like,
oh,
and they were, and I just like fucking fuck
Well-
off, and I walked away.
dudes in Colorado too. They're mostly just bros, and they think they're tough. Like,
Yeah, but who the fuck? Why
who
is
cares? It's not.
it? Why
doesn't
is
matter.
it a homosexual act to piss with the stall door open?
Yeah, who cares? Literally,
Feels
just
like quite the opposite, honestly.
Like I didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't piss
It's no
and
different
then turn around, walk towards the sink with my cock out. Like I
it's
would.
no different than the urinal. You don't have a fucking door around it. You know. This is-
Yeah,
you're
exactly. It's
pissing.
like who
You're
the
just
like?
pissing.
Why the fuck is this a fucking thing?
Yeah,
that
why
brings
is
me
it
back. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But that brings
Yeah.
me back to like the Boise State Stadium. Fucking piss in the trough there.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jesus
god, dude.
Christ, they got them fucking 1960 John in there.
Yeah, I remember walking in. I walked out.
Yeah, it's just an old ass
Dead
bathtub.
serious. I held
No,
it.
but like
I
there's,
said, nah.
there's one where it like loops, so you're pretty much like facing the fucking
Yeah, I know you're
door,
talking.
and it's like you're just opened up right for everybody. And the line, it was
The
halftime.
children.
No, there was
The
halftime, so there's like it's packed. Like yeah, there's a goddamn audience in there.
Yeah.
I've never been pissed shy in my life. I'm always like, all right, let her loose, baby. You know what I mean? I
dude.
fucking like. Of course, I'm like, fuck, hope you know.
Terrible.
Never pissed shy, but I was like, I would feel a little bit more comfortable if it was that back corner spot that opened. Of course, front and center, and I'm first in line. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fucking not go to the space.
Yeah.
You know what's fucking silly
I had to
though?
do it.
Because so many people were so uncomfortable with that at Boise State, they put walls, like
Someone gotta do it.
dividers, above the trough. So now it's like a urinal, but still the trough.
So that
It wasn't at that one.
I would
Yeah, so it's like,
I would say that most people would say, you know, that's kind of a bitch thing to do, whatever. But when I walked in, I'm going to tell you, when I walked in, if nobody knows this bathroom, it looks like a feeding trough.
No, it
And-
literally is.
and
I think they literally.
yeah.
I think it
literally
actually is.
I think it
I've
literally
talked
is.
about this multiple times. Lady wants me to take a photo of the bathroom and send it to her.
But there's dicks
And-
out everywhere. You can't, unless it's,
Yeah, exactly. Did I talk about
It's
on the
just a
podcast the
massive,
one time that
Like,
people,
you.
when I was in North Carolina and went to a Jason Aldean concert and people started fighting because they were comparing dicks?
I think so. I think
God,
that
that's the
sounds
most
really.
brutal
It
thing
was
I've
at the
ever heard.
trough.
I'm
it was at
pretty
the
sure.
trough,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
fight through. Oh, yeah, you did.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
You did tell us about this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Anyway,
That's
But
awesome.
The
Yeah,
trough
it's-
is like,
it's
especially
iconic.
for all the ladies that are not listening to this. It's very common actually,
Yeah.
and it's hilarious. But
Mm-hmm.
this one is the most.
It's
like,
at common at bars, too.
yes, but usually it's just one really long one
Yeah.
up against the wall. This one at the stadium bathroom.
So huge, dude.
It's like this U, and literally, like at the end of the U, it like hooks, so you're like facing
Yeah.
the
I
fucking
think
door.
30 people could pee in
Yeah,
that at
you
the same
can.
time.
So
It's
this
crazy.
is, and the thing that no woman thinks of, but every dude knows, you have to have a steady stream of water dribbling into those troughs at all times, or it smells like fucking sewers.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
all of that hot beer piss
Ugh.
just mixing up. If you
Yeah.
don't have water instantly flushing that down 24/7, because there's no flush button on the trough,
No.
It's just
it just
a drain.
drains.
Yeah.
So you need a
So
water
gross.
dribble, and that's what Boise State doesn't have. They don't have a water dribble. So you literally, after the first
Yeah.
quarter, that shit's rank as fuck. You need to fucking breathe some air and then go in and piss because
Yeah.
that shit is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no vents in that joint. There's just one,
It's-
Yeah.
You feel
one
that.
door, and that's it.
Well, you
Yeah.
feel that. I'm assuming you feel the heat of
Yeah.
the piss around you. You
Mhm.
know, it's just
I
you
will
feel
say
the-
that heat was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
That-
when
hey,
women see the trough, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, they get frightened.
Yeah, they're like,
Because
what
I
the
don't-
fuck?
dude,
Yeah,
I-
You
they're
guys
so-
live with this?
Well, yeah, because they only pee with like their fucking box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I meant like.
How do you live with this?
I-
This is inhumane.
That's not
Yeah.
what. That's
I
not what he
meant
meant,
the
lady.
box of the stall.
The stalls.
the
I meant with the
stalls,
stall. I
the
mean,
stalls.
they use their
No,
box.
they
but
use
I
the
meant
box
the,
for the
you know,
stall.
Yeah.
You know, the box inside the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude,
I remember at the Dark Horse in
Right,
Boulder,
yeah, yeah.
Colorado, iconic bar, Dark Horse, Boulder, Colorado. Have you been?
Probably not.
Have you?
I haven't been, but I know. I know it.
How the fuck have you? Both of you
Yeah.
need to go.
Well, I haven't
I
been
did-
since fucking. I
So-
haven't been there
I never
since
got out, man.
21.
So one of the most hilarious things about that,
Forever.
or most iconic things about that bar, is the bathroom doors.
Okay.
Because the bathroom doors have two fingers or two hands pointing at each other like this, and one has a suit coat thing on, and one has like a dress thing on. So it's like a lady hand and a dude hand.
Right.
And
Yeah.
one has men and one has women. But then the fingers are pointing at the opposite door. So then all
Bro.
these fucking drunk people, even sober people,
God,
are like,
I hate
they
that.
stand there and they're like, that door says men, but with a hand
I
pointing
hate
at
signs
that
like
door,
that.
but that door has woman written
Pointing
on
at
it.
this
The
door.
door. So do I trust the door or do I trust the...
They totally do that to mess with people.
Oh, 1,000%.
So funny.
So you just see like a line forming, not to go to the bathroom, but to figure out the bathroom.
Which
So then a
side,
lot of
and-
people just stand there and they wait for someone to come out,
Yeah.
and then they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Ah, there we go." Okay.
Unless that person was wrong.
Dude, I saw
Exactly, dude. I saw a woman go into the dude's bathroom,
Yep.
and
probably in shock.
if I remember right, the dude
Ugh,
is on the
scrub.
left. The
Right.
dude's bathroom is on the left, and there's troughs in that one,
Oh,
a big old trough.
Right.
And she
Just-
goes in there, not trying to be funny, and she just goes, "Oh my god, what is that?" And I go in, and I was like, "There's not a single dude in there." She's like, "You pee in a bathtub." And I was like,
dude, I feel like
That's right.
and I was like, "Yeah, that's what we go through." And you have private bars in your bathrooms.
They have
Where's the
couches. They've got
where's
living
the
rooms.
equality in that?
Right.
yeah, dudes just get a fucking
They have like
tub.
They have like 15 stalls in a fucking living room. in
We
their
just-
fucking bathroom.
yeah, we
Yeah.
just cross streams. That's about
Yeah.
all we get.
We get fucking handshakes from other
Dude,
cocks.
and
That's
then,
the only
like-
thing we get.
Like yeah, and the mail brought up a
Yeah.
while back. The paper towels and the trash cans are like it's just
Always
Always,
overflowing.
always.
They never empty it
Always.
out.
it's so funny.
Well, yeah, because there's probably
You're
like,
literally walking,
females that gotta clean the bathroom, so they're like, I ain't
Yeah.
doing the mess.
and you're
Fuck that.
literally walking through puddles of piss
Oh yeah, it's
to
disgusting.
get to the pisser.
Yep.
You have to have a
I-
wide stance.
So-
it's always fucked when you walk out of the bathroom. Your shoes are sticky. It's like,
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh,
every
yeah.
time
damn.
you walk up to your
Mhm.
urinal, it's like next to the urinal, and you're like, God. So
Yeah.
funny, really funny. When I was at the airport a little bit, when I talked about it last episode or last couple episodes, whatever. This dude, I'm standing there. I was on the phone with Tanner.
yeah, it was so
I'm
crazy.
FaceTiming Tanner, and I'm near the women's bathroom in the airport. And I'm leaning against the wall talking to Tanner, and I see this older guy walk up, and he just doesn't even look at the women's bathroom sign. Just walks right in, and I was like, that dude just walked in the women's bathroom, and I was like,
He literally said that, and then he goes, "Watch, he's gonna walk out."
and I
It
turned the
literally,
camera
like,
around,
yeah, it literally just points it right at the door, and I see this guy walk out, and he just goes.
and he looks at the sign.
It was so
And-
classic.
And I saw him walking in. I totally could have said, "Hey, you know, that's a women's bathroom, dude." But I was like, entertainment. I was like, "Let's
this
see what
would be
happens."
funny.
And oh, it was so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, that guy probably felt real
I know.
like an idiot, but
Mhm.
it happens.
You never see those, you know.
Mhm.
What, old
Ins-
people or
no?
Oh.
Inside women's bathrooms. If you think about it.
yeah,
Is
it's
that
true.
Crazy to think about. It's like
Did you guys do the thing when you were like little kids, like 9 years old, 8 years old, and your family like goes to Chili's for dinner, and you're like, "I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and say I'm going to the bathroom, and then hide in the women's stall."
I
what? No.
I never
what?
did.
What?
I
Okay.
never. I'm
I
not.
know you were gonna say like go peek in. There.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
none
I
of
think
us.
I've ran-
Okay, never mind.
I think I've
Yeah,
ran.
Yeah,
maybe
that would be weird.
I've not to make male feel awkward. I have not done that, but I have. I think when I was younger,
remember.
I ran in.
I don't even remember what the bathroom was like. All I remember is like it was like a family dinner with like another family at Chili's. Like it was like after church, and all of us were like, the parents were like, "Oh, let's have the families go get Chili's together or something like that
Right.
because we all need dinner and we don't have whatever."
Yeah.
And so like the other kid, I can't remember his name. I don't even remember what family it was, but the kid was an asshole. I remember that, and he was
That's
like
all
a
you
fucking jubilant.
Right.
And he was like, "Let's go to the women's bathroom and see what the fuck is happening." And I was like, I never even contemplated that being a possibility. I thought there would be an armed guard that would shoot me if I went in
Right.
that bathroom. But
Yeah.
okay, I'm 8 years old and
Yeah.
I'm fucking easily fucking influenced. So yeah, sure, let's
sure.
do this.
Fuck it.
Whatever.
So we go in there, and we both have our stalls, and we sit on the toilets, and whatnot, and we're like, we hear someone come in, and we're like, so we lift up our fucking
The
feet
feet and everything.
and
Yeah.
everything. We leave the stall doors, and they just,
And you're like,
oh no, oh no, and then like, so we're like, oh no, and then we hear like go into the stall, use the bathroom, wash your hands, leave, and then my buddy's like, I can't do it anymore, and he
He's
fucking-
scared out of his
and he
mind.
fucking leaves, and I'm like, wait, what?
You
I
were
need to leave
stuck?
too, and like before I open up the door, I hear someone else come in, and I was like, oh, oh no.
They see you like,
And so, like, they shake, and I was, no, I'm not saying nothing, and whatnot. And then, like, another one comes, and then, like, I just hear someone go, "All right, we know that you're messing around in there, so you need to leave right now."
And you're like,
And I didn't say anything. I was like, I'm waiting this out. I'll stay here all night.
Yeah, you're like, I'm locked up. I'm safe. You gotta climb
You
under
don't
the
know
stall to
who
get me.
you don't know
I'm
who I
playing
am.
this long time.
I'm not going to prison.
yeah, your 8-year-old mind was like,
I'm not going to
locked up.
prison. I'm not going to prison. My
Nope.
mom's gonna beat my ass if I do anything. So and I just wait, and I hear a, and then I hear him shut the door. I like kind of like peek. I'm like, okay, no one's in here. And I was like,
I can get out.
I fucking dip out. Looking back, surely that person was just waiting by the door, and they're
Yeah,
like, and
they
there's
just
the
watch
idiot
it.
They're
fucking
like,
kid.
oh my
And there it
gosh,
is.
ran out. Little male just running
I'm
out.
just like
oh,
Freaking
that's
out.
funny.
at the table, and they're like, what was going on? You were in the bathroom for a long time, and I was like, nothing.
Felt like an eternity.
There was a long line.
So back to your
Wow.
trip.
Oh yeah,
Can
how
you talk a
was
little
it?
bit about it before we get into I don't know, topic I'm excited about.
Okay. Yeah. So
Sorry,
yeah,
man.
did early Christmas.
Right.
With the fam.
You left last Wednesday.
Yeah,
Last
last Wednesday.
Okay.
So yeah, went to Parker, Colorado.
Yep. How was
Uh,
the B&B?
B&B. It was good in a sense and stupid in a sense.
Oh, yeah.
So it said it
Sounds
slept.
alright.
It slept like 8 people or something like that, or
Right.
something.
They
Or it
always
had
look
5
crazy.
beds.
Yeah.
5 beds. So it was actually a master bed, 2 regular beds, and then 2 futons
Classic.
in the living room. So I had a futon.
Okay.
Lady had her own room. Bro had his own room.
Yep.
Mom and sister shared master bed.
I see.
That's how it went.
Yep.
And so, because master bed's jumbo, so you might as well just share.
Lady and you on the same futon? Or?
No, lady's
Okay.
in her own room,
Oh, damn.
and then
Nice.
I'm on a futon. Got to be
Makes sense.
respectable around the parents, bro.
I just didn't hear that part.
Yeah, got to be respectable
I
around the
understand.
parents.
I understand.
Um,
That's why I asked.
got to
Tanner
be
doesn't know
respectable
how to
around
do
the
that.
family. What? Would you be sharing beds?
Well, depends what side of the family. My
Fair enough.
family? Yeah.
Fair enough.
Her family? Absolutely.
Yeah, so it was a weird thing because the building itself's fucking weird. Like it was like in this
Really?
neighborhood, makes no sense.
Not. Okay.
It was so compact. It was like it felt like more claustrophobic. than
New
an
neighborhood?
Yeah, it was. So you guys know where it is. It says it had a Parker address. It should have been Lone Tree.
Oh, really?
It's off of Lincoln Road,
Oh, yeah.
right by the in between the Ridgegate and Lincoln Station RTD
Oh
stations.
yeah, that's
So
Lone
like
Tree.
literally like I toss a rock that way and it's in Lone Tree, but technically
Yeah.
I'm in Parker,
I
which
see.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
How
So fucking compact. It was fucking horrible. Yes.
I was gonna say how I know they're always building
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, there's still more building.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Always.
anything
Yeah.
big that's there, any big businesses, anything huge like popular
Eh,
or just
Same
random
old
strip
shit.
malls and stuff probably.
yeah, same old shit.
Yeah.
So B&B was good?
Yeah.
Kinda?
Dude, they had a furnace in the upstairs. As a homeowner, you'll see that's weird.
Oh yeah, upstairs.
Yeah, the furnace was upstairs,
That makes
not downstairs, but the thermostat was downstairs. So it like in the little notes thing,
Pointless.
like every B&B has, it's like this,
Makes
this,
it
and this,
way
and this.
harder.
Exactly. And it said, don't put the thermostat above 62. And initially, when we saw that email, we were like, that makes no fucking sense. That's freezing.
Right.
And then we got there and we were like, oh.
yeah. 'cause
When
it's
you
sitting
set
up
that
top.
bitch to 62, downstairs is at 62. Upstairs
Upstairs.
at 89.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh
That's
my God.
I'm
terrible.
downstairs sleeping on the futon, and
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck.
it's kind of chilly. But, 2 blankets, I'm good. And then everybody else is upstairs sleeping, and they're like, I'm sweating to death.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Awful. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stupid as fuck.
Mhm. Yeah, so as a homeowner, yeah, you're like,
That doesn't. How,
Yeah, that
how
makes
that's even a possibility in the first place?
that
makes
whole
no
neighborhood
sense.
made no sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were there for how many days?
4 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
good.
yeah,
I'm
saw the
going there
fam.
tomorrow.
Yeah, saw grandparent and old folks home. That was good. Saw
Good to see 'em.
saw aunts and uncles and
Nice.
whatnot.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's all good. Lady saw the whole town and everything.
And all the family, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. Yeah.
how was
whole
that?
whole family
time
liked her.
too. First time.
I mean, I'm sure it was stressful. I'm sure.
Well, yeah.
Like normally when you first meet a
yeah.
family, it's
Yeah.
just for dinner or something, not Christmas
Yeah.
on a vacation.
You guys
staying
been
in the
together
same
for
house.
a while, so
Yeah, a little over a year. So
definitely time. for
yeah, it was
sure.
time. It was just normally it's a dinner.
Right.
You can
Yep.
ease into it, but this was really going into the deep end
Yeah.
and whatnot. So
That's
yeah.
good.
But it was good. Yeah, saw the fam, saw that. Gave her a tour of the place, and I was like, "This is my old house," and she was like, "Huh, crazy." Apparently, that my neighborhood has gone to even further shit than
Oh,
it
jeez.
used to be.
Really?
Yeah, like back when we were there, you had to
Right.
repaint your house every 5 years.
Wow. Oh.
Every 5 years, you had to repaint your
Yeah, I've
house.
heard of that.
My
Still crazy.
mom sold that house 5 years ago, so it should have been repainted. We had that paint job on there 3 or 4 years before we sold it. So,
It's been
but
a
that
while.
paint job's still on there.
Right.
And you can tell because the old paint is starting to
Flake and
Right.
stuff.
yeah, it's
or-
Yep.
starting to flake, and you can
Sun
see the old
damage and
paint
shit.
and all that. And I
Yep.
was like, wow, what the fuck?
Yep.
That's insane. Yeah, but still doing it. It's fucking weird. And yeah, showed her that. Showed her the long ass drive to good old high school and whatnot.
Oh yeah, saw that.
Yeah. And saw that. She was like, wow, that's so fucking weird. And then she's instantly timestamped it, something that I never noticed about our high school. It says Ponderosa Senior High School on the building. It doesn't say high school. It says senior high school. And she's like, why the fuck does it say senior high school? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's because it was built in 83, back when it was junior high, high school, senior high,
I
junior
just
high,
wondered why it said that,
not
honestly.
middle school, high school. It was
That makes sense.
senior high, junior high.
It's
Interesting.
an old school for sure.
Yeah, it was built in 83,
Well,
so.
It is. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, compared to all the other schools, Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only other school, older school in the whole entire county is Douglas County High School. So
That's crazy to
What?
think about. This is-
I was gonna say she's probably used to like outdoor schools and stuff because I remember.
yeah, she was like, it's so fucking. Yeah, she said that. She was like, it's so fucking weird that everything's inside.
inside.
feels like
so damn
jail.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when I visited. When I dated that girl in California, I went and visited her high school. Literally all outside.
Crazy.
I was like, what the fuck?
Lockers are outside, hallways
Everything.
outside,
Yeah.
doors to the classrooms outside.
I see it in like movies and stuff, right?
Right.
You know, I see it. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
oh,
you're like, that's
interesting.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
odd. But
yeah,
I guess
just
we're the weird ones. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think majority are inside schools,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and
still.
then did the giant ass loop. So went up towards the park in the middle school, and I was like, that was my middle school. Drove through the rich ass neighborhood, and I was like, this is where you had to make sure you had one friend that lived here because that's where the rich kid is. So if
Yep.
you want to have access to all the video games, you need a
Yeah.
friend in this neighborhood.
yeah, anytime I
Toys
wanted
and
here.
fun stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so did all that and whatnot. Drove all around and everything else.
Did you go
So-
to Franktown? I guess you're pretty
No,
close.
we didn't go to Franktown. I was
Oh,
like, if
that's
you
all
go
right.
like
There's nothing
another
there.
15 minutes down that way, that's where Tanner and Dilly lived.
Yeah, there's nothing there probably.
She's like, Jesus Christ. And I
Oh
was like,
no,
"Yep."
it's popping.
Yeah, it's
poppin'.
popping. It's
Now.
it's developing.
It's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
did they were gonna build apartment buildings? Did
Yeah,
they
it's
do that?
Yeah.
it's quite developed. It's
Wow.
well, it's not quite developed,
It's
but
not
it's
to that-
developing.
Not to that regard because they have to vote on that, and people are like,
Yeah.
"Fuck that shit."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. But yeah, and then I
That's
said
sick, though.
I noticed some like tiny little morbid details that were like changed around and everything else. So you remember the practice soccer field at the high school? So it was like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the high school, the turf
Mhm.
with the track,
Yeah.
the
then
baseball field,
yeah,
and
of
then that
course.
grass soccer field.
I practice on that many a time.
And you remember the red shed that was right
Of
next
course,
to it, the long
absolutely.
red shed?
Yep.
Yep.
That was just a red shed.
Yeah, that's where we had all our equipment and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So now, written on that in what big bold white letters is like Michaela something or another field. So like the field's
Okay.
named now.
Huh.
And
Whatever.
she
Cool.
was like, "Huh, cool." Exactly. It was like instantly cool. She was like, "Huh, okay." And then I instantly go, "Yeah, so she probably killed herself or something." Like that. Instantly,
sad,
like it was
but-
so morbid. It was like that had to have been a student that died. Like she
It's-
either had cancer and died or killed herself or something
Well,
like
that's what
that.
they did
or
with.
died in a car accident, something.
They did that with the baseball field, didn't they?
Oh, that's named
Did
something
they?
too.
The
Our baseball field
Eckhoff.
was kind of lit.
Eckhoff.
I don't know. Fuck off.
Uh,
No, well, close. No, the Eckhoff Stadium, I think, is they named
I
that
didn't- I
the
didn't know that.
baseball field.
I
Yeah,
have no-
and
I have no clue about the baseball field.
this
I
girl.
never fucked with the baseball boys.
Yeah, I don't know. I
They
don't
were
think
all
anybody
fucking.
did.
They were stupid human beings.
Yeah, there
let's
were
be
a couple of
honest here.
nice people when they were off the field. But yeah, no, I think they did that. Yeah, it's true. I think they usually die, and then they're like, you know what? You know what
So
will
we
make this
don't know
better?
for sure at all what happened. To that?
Slap their name
No,
on
I
it.
could.
Okay.
I forgot her name.
Oh,
That was written on
oh.
it. So
Oh,
I
that's
was gonna
sad.
research it, and I was like, I think the first name was Michaela. I think it was. I can't remember the last name, so I can't research it.
Right. I guess we could try to. Figure
Maybe
out
I
what-
could just like do like Ponderosa High School student death or something. Like, I don't know. Like I know one of our English teachers, he passed away, and now there's a scholarship fund at the school for it.
Did they figure out exactly what
I think it was like a stroke or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Yes,
sucks.
it does
Yeah,
suck
freak
really
show.
bad.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like little things like
That's
that.
the only thing new about the exterior of the school.
Yeah, for that one,
Wow.
the middle school changed its
They-
logo.
They were really close to building a stadium right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, that's
really
right.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Like building like a
I think
massive
they will.
like 2,000-3,000 seat stadium.
Yeah, for the football team and everything else.
I think
Yeah.
I could see him doing that. They could get
Yeah,
enough
so
money
that-
after
and
a while.
Yeah, and then I showed her like where the football games were played, and I was like, yeah, everyone played football games here. The rival schools, everyone used this field
That's
instead
cool.
of the
She
field
saw
at the
that.
school. And she was like, you guys have to drive that far for a football game? And I was like, yep,
Yeah.
Yeah, they need a stadium there, and it will
Yeah.
happen eventually.
it'll happen
It'll
one
take
day.
a while.
Yeah.
And Minnie's local hello.
She's coming to say hello. She's like, "Oh, I know you're wrapping up with the podcast here soon. Let me
Oh,
say
yeah.
hi."
Yeah.
Say hello.
Yeah, I did that.
it's
Yeah,
'cause
the
she
middle school
thinks her
changed its
food's over there.
logo. I noticed that
Oh, yeah.
driving past it. I was like, oh wow, the middle school changed its logo.
Again?
Yeah.
Change that shit
Now
all the
it
time.
looks more similar to the Kansas State
Oh yeah,
logo.
the Wildcat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Then
interesting.
the old like
same color.
yeah,
That's
instead
fine.
of like the mountain lion face
that's
like it
better.
was when we were there, now it's like more close but not the same as the Kansas
And
State
then there was a
logo.
time where it was like an S, and then it was like there was like a Wildcat in the S.
Yeah, it's
Too
all-
much going on.
Yeah,
so
it's all weird.
that's
Yeah, it's
probably better.
little tiny details, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
God.
Got good times. That was great. Yeah.
Oh, you got
I
good times
gotta
too?
do that when I'm there.
Yeah. you
Fuck,
gotta
I
get
miss
good
that
times.
place, dude.
Everyone misses
Yeah.
good times, dude.
Fuck.
Did you
The fucking Bambino.
did Lady try it
I
too?
miss it.
Yeah,
Hey,
she was
what
like,
are you doing,
yeah, I
cat?
guess that's fine. Hi, kitty.
It's just for us. It's just nostalgic. I mean,
Hi, kitty.
for you guys, it's more nostalgic. I only hopped on the train probably in my early senior year. I was late.
Yeah, she liked the
On
train.
Good times?
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
didn't, I didn't want, my thing. Where did I go? It's really King
never
Supers.
forget.
It's really the.
I did summer school like before. I think we might have had to all do this. It was like summer school before 6th grade. They were like
Mhm.
teaching us how to be like a middle schooler or some shit.
Yeah.
Mom picked me
Mhm.
up with good times and lemonade. Never forget it. I bursted into tears. I literally was
Damn,
like, "This
dude.
is the greatest fucking thing ever."
Yeah,
You know
it's
what my
like,
parents were?
I had such a bad day.
Y'all know what they were doing?
Not home.
They said, "We got food at home."
That's
and
the
food
spirit.
at home was indeed
And guess what?
garbage.
Not good times.
It was not. It's bad times actually.
There you
It
go.
was
They
two
also
pieces.
didn't pick you up.
They didn't pick me, dude. I walked to the bus stop. Well, Mail no, Mail probably he was in what do you call it?
Degenerate.
Sure, he was think of the word, didn't think of it. Individual what's the
Inept.
no you do everything by yourself.
Independent.
Independent.
You are zapped
That's
right now.
that is yeah, good thing I am independent. Yeah, some was like this too. But
Cat.
I would go to the bus stop, -16 one time, and I was like, "Mom, Dad, it's freezing. I don't know if I can go to the bus stop." I get to the bus stop, the bus does not come. I am there. I walked like a mile. It was long.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, for where we lived, you had to walk a
Oh,
minute.
I had to walk.
Yeah, it was a minute just to get down the driveway.
I literally walked.
But they wouldn't pick us. The bus wouldn't pick us up there. It was at the end of the road, like where the main road was.
Bro, I wish. I hated those kids that their parents would drop them off at the bus stop, and it's like, who are you?
Might
like,
as well just
Yeah.
drive them to school. At that
yeah,
point.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, I'll drop you off for this shitty bus, and I'm gonna pass your school. It's like, what? So, yeah, so I walked to the bus stop, and then I'm calling. No, my parents are calling the school because I don't even know if I had a phone. If I did, it was a real doo-doo one. And my parents are calling the school, and they're getting back to me. And they're like, "Oh yeah, they can't start the bus, so you gotta walk back home." And it's like a blizzard. The sun's barely
And I
coming
was like,
up.
I could have told you that they weren't going to start a bus in this fucking weather.
Yeah, and I'm
They
like,
also could just pick you up at that point.
well, they were gone. They were at work. They were
Oh,
far.
okay,
Yeah,
well, that's
so they were they were like, they worked pretty far, to be fair.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
they did work for it.
yeah, so I was just like,
The
you
bus
know,
was the beginning stages of me saying, I'm just going to do what I think is right.
yeah,
Because, like, on those days, like, before I had a phone, because I didn't get a phone until 8th grade.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
whatnot. So, like, no access. I just had to go with what was hearsay and this and that. So, if I was waiting at the bus for a long-ass time and it's like, the bus is still not here.
Right.
I'm just walking home.
yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh, it's been 20 minutes. Like, I had my little watch, and I was
That's
like,
a thing of the past
Yeah.
now. You think about that?
the bus stops, or
yeah.
what?
No,
the parents would wait with
you
you,
ain't
at the bus.
you ain't leaving your kid just on the corner of the street. No
True.
more.
Yeah, it's like, no, you
Dangerous.
wait
You-
there
that you cannot do that
until
no
the
more.
bus gets there. You're not leaving. And I was like, it's 15 minutes past when it's supposed to be here.
I'm leaving.
I'm going home. And then sometimes the bus would just be straight up like 35 minutes late because
Dude.
of some fucking stupid reason. And my mom would be like, the bus showed up. And I was like, not 20 minutes past. So I left. And they were like,
Dude,
all right, we're taking you to school. And it's like,
I remember my bus driver. He's so tight. I know I talked about it before, but when everyone was in their stages of getting their permit, and then they started driving,
yeah.
less and less people on the bus, and we'd have like 3 people total because we lived out, we're out
Yeah.
nowhere, and sometimes the bus driver would just take that turn towards my house, and I knew he was gonna drop me off at my driveway, and I was like, God, that's so clutch. Pull up right from my driveway. He's like, you have a good one now. I'm like, his name is Bruce. I'm like, yeah,
Not
Bruce.
dab him up.
I'm like, no, I didn't. Back then, I wasn't that cool. I was like, bye, Bruce. And then I'd hop off the bus. I'd skip all the steps. I go, and I'd hop into my driveway.
That's the most little
And the
kid
door would
shit ever.
fucking, and then they would just go away.
That was pretty good.
So,
The
That's
sounds with
hilarious.
Dilly, it's
Yeah.
fucking A+.
I know.
solid.
Jesus Christ, you got to do something with that, like
I should do something.
voice acting, just sound effects.
I could do. We could figure something out.
Literally,
You don't have the work,
YouTube, bro.
you don't have the work ethic. Anyway,
He's probably
He's
right on
just,
that one.
he might have the ethic. He's just lazy. So, I guess it
So he
kinda goes
doesn't.
hand in hand.
so he does. Anyway,
So,
Yep.
That's fucking hilarious, though.
Yeah.
Really funny stories doing that. Glad my mom took me to school every day.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see you riding the bus ever. I feel
I
like
did ride the bus.
you ride at
actually,
home
like,
sometime?
half the time.
Really?
The bus. Yeah.
Did
but-
you walk home or did you have someone pick you up at the bus stop?
were you ever a dickhead to your sister? You didn't. You're the youngest, so you didn't get to. Were you ever a
No.
dickhead to your sister driving her back home?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
My sisters bullied me.
Oh yeah. Well, we bullied.
Except
Ari-
my sister was like cooler than me, so it was like
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like
kinda hard
my
for me.
sister, like it was like one of those things where like I saw it as, I'm driving you.
Yeah.
If I'm not driving you, what would you do? So you better be nice.
Yeah, that's what my sisters did to
Yeah.
me.
So like sometimes like my
Yeah.
sister would be like yelling at me, like I would be asking her questions. She's like, just shut the fuck up.
You're like, I
And
can
it's-
drop you off.
And literally, like one time she cried, and my mom yelled at me and all this and that because my sister explained everything that happened.
right.
Like she was just like being a jackass,
Right.
and so like I stopped the car, park in a parking lot like 2 miles away from home, and I'm like, get out. If you're not thankful that I'm driving you, and if you're not willing to be nice while I'm driving you, I'm not going to drive you. So
Right.
get out right now. And we sat there for 20 minutes arguing about that. Me constantly telling her to get out. She ended up crying, and I took her home.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, never again. And I was like, well, then she never again speaks to me like that.
Yeah. You're like, I'm the driver.
my sister
Aim
really
the captain
just,
now.
she wasn't more like annoying or bullied me.
Yeah.
She was bullying Dilly as I was driving her home. Because I'd always get stuck behind this ass
Oh
in the
yeah.
goddamn Comanche that maxed out at 30 miles an hour. So it'd take us fucking 5 times as long
Why
to
do
get
Yeah,
home.
dude, you would always set up traffic jams with
Bro,
that thing.
I
It was-
literally actually would. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
Like,
hysterical.
why did my parents allow they?
like it was a scheduled thing. It was like whoever the fuck has the Comanches on the road, so that's gonna take an
Yeah,
extra
my sister
20
would get
minutes.
so mad when we weren't in front of you for that turn. It was like, fuck,
So
now we're
funny.
stuck behind them for the fucking whole
I can't
time.
believe why didn't. I mean, it was a cool car. Don't get me wrong, but
It was sick.
for me, it was cool. But practicality wise, like,
Terrible.
You guys must have been shitting bricks hard as fuck the one time you went and got prom.
oh my
that was-
god, dude, so iconic.
We-
That's one of our best memories.
We got to talk about that maybe next episode.
Yeah, next
'cause that
episode.
shit's fucking hysterical. That's a full. That's a
That's
whole
whole deal.
topic.
That
That's
is.
a whole topic right there. That fucking story.
You guys must have been
Yeah.
shitting bricks.
Right. Oh my god. The whole. It was a great day. One of the best days of my life. Honestly.
Yeah,
We
it was,
literally
it was-
skipped
we
class.
bonded.
We skipped the whole day.
Yeah,
We skipped the whole entire day of school.
that was the only time in my life I've been like, fuck it.
I know. Think about you doing that. Hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it was good times.
Anyways, yeah, we'll talk.
So
about
we'll finish up. Switching gears. Minnie is back. Here she
it. Oh,
comes.
Minnie,
Hold on.
come sit on Papa's lap now.
Hold on now. No, don't need my dick. Come on. Keep
Come
going.
here.
Ow. All right, fine.
All right.
She is gripped. Fuck. Like, ow.
She got that
I
gripper.
was so scared while she was standing on my legs. I was like, "Don't put the claw out."
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
She
Yeah,
got
she'll fucking
got those
just let you have
grapplers.
it. The World Cup final was 2 days ago. 2
Yep.
days ago? 3 days ago? Something like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
I watched it, the whole thing.
Probably one of the
70
greatest
70
finals ever.
Probably. There we
Oh.
go.
Alright.
Probably the like.
I'm just gonna say one of the greatest because I'm not that great with FIFA and all that.
Right.
I don't know all the history and all that and all the greatest
Most
games.
of the people are saying it is, and let me explain why.
So okay.
So, Just
Coming
set
from the high
stage.
school varsity soccer
That's
player.
me. That's me.
Yep.
You know,
The JV.
Not
Good
bad.
day.
started on varsity for
Yeah.
1 year. To be fair.
Hey, that's good
To
though.
be
You made it.
fair,
You made it.
To be
fair, to be fair. No, I was very mid, but hey, made varsity, and that was my goal.
Yeah,
so
that's
fuck
because
it.
you went
good.
hard in the gym because you were an emotional
I was-
wreck because you were dating stupid
It
sluts.
did a lot.
Anyway,
You know what? Those. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. Go ahead.
that is a whole nother.
So we gotta write this shit down because
if only
next up.
Tanner did that in college, he would be yoked.
You would.
it's true.
It really brings out a whole nother
I didn't
side
do the
of you.
weights, but I did the
yeah,
host.
high school gets his heart broken, weightlifting.
Bro.
College gets his heart broken. I'm
Marijuana.
gonna smoke weed, not see the sun, and fucking drink as much as I possibly can.
Hey,
It's really
just as
good,
Much
uh,
happiness recovery.
Yep.
So the World Cup final 2 days ago.
Yeah.
How did we get on fucking being nice? Oh yeah, soccer. So
Something to say.
I played soccer.
No.
If I were to say, probably my third favorite sport, and it's the only one I played.
Mm-hmm.
It's football number 1, hockey number 2, soccer. So I just don't watch soccer. I just can't stand it. I just can't.
It is quite boring.
Yeah.
Except for that game.
But when it's a moment like this, Lord, it's beautiful. It is the world's game. It's
Yeah,
the world's game.
it
so
is.
It's got to
Yeah.
be the greatest sport on the world because everybody in the world plays it.
Yeah.
So, World Cup's a big deal. It was Argentina and France. France won the World Cup, the last World Cup in 2018.
Yep. That was crazy.
So
I remember seeing all the videos of France burning down because they were so excited, which
Losing it.
always happens. The whole entire country, whatever country wins,
just
the
lose
whole
it.
country
Yeah.
just starts burning the
crazy.
cities.
right, yeah. So, big deal. They were going for back-to-back World Cups. That has happened
Yeah.
maybe like twice or
Yeah.
ever.
That
you
is
know.
proof that soccer is crazier than U.S. football. When a team wins in the Super Bowl, the city tears itself apart. When a country wins the World Cup, the whole entire country tears itself
Yeah, I
apart.
mean, it's. I would
If
say
the U.S. won the World Cup, the whole U.S. isn't tearing itself apart. Certain cities will tear itself apart,
well, yeah,
but
you
not
also
the
gotta
country.
think about it. Look at the size of fucking like Argentina or to versus to America. You know what I
True.
mean? So
But
it's
still.
like a city. You know what I mean? To us. You know what I mean? So when you look at like college football and there's like an upset and they fucking go crazy, the whole fucking town and fucking stadium is blown up.
Okay,
It's kind of the same thing.
fair enough.
So
okay, anyway.
It's subjective. It's similar to crazy in my opinion.
Okay.
So, but World Cup, probably the biggest tournament in the world.
Garen,
Yeah.
it is
Oh,
the
yeah.
No doubt
biggest.
about that.
Bigger than the Olympics.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Because it's one sport. Everybody knows it. Everybody plays it. Big time deal.
Mhm.
So France going for back to back. Argentina hasn't won one in like
I think since
50
the
years.
80s,
I think it was
I think it was
80s
80s
or 70s.
Gee.
with like Pele or
Yeah.
something.
Oh no, fucking. Oh, I'm pissed. I don't. It's not coming to me. Oh, it's when it was like the got a hand and he fucking handballed it into the goal for the winning goal. It was fucking hilarious. But and they didn't call it a handball.
Mm.
Fuck. I can't think of his fucking name. I think
Pele?
no, he played on fucking Brazil.
Oh.
Fuck. I can't
Okay,
think of his
anyway.
name. Anyways, it's been a long time, and they are a very very famous team, like for the
Yes.
world, you know, country-wise,
Mhm.
internationally.
Yeah.
They haven't won one forever, so for them to get back, they lost in 2014. They made it to the final in 2014. Lost. Messi obviously is their star player. He's best player of all time.
Right.
Hasn't won a World Cup, so him losing in 2014, big deal.
Especially because this is probably going to be his last World Cup.
Yes.
This
He
was-
did say he wants to play again, so
He says he wants to, but
we'll see.
that means he's going to be knocking on 40 when he
They
does it
said there's
again.
like an 80% guarantee that he's gonna go from Paris Saint-Germain, where he plays his club,
Yeah,
to Miami.
I see it.
That'd be ridiculous.
I
gotta
totally see
go.
that.
Um,
Oh yeah.
but greatest player ever, never won, lost one in 2014. Now he's back here in 2022 in the final against the defending world champions. So stage is already high. Mbappe, 23 years old, arguably like the new best player in the world.
Yeah.
My God, what a game it was.
Mm-hmm.
Messi scores first. It just was like, you can't write this shit. You know what I mean? It was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Of course he scores in the final. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then Di Maria, I think, scores the second goal. So 2-0 Argentina. That's when I turned it on. I didn't miss those two goals, but I turned it on right after that.
Mm-hmm.
So for most of the game, for actually 90% of the game, they were up 2-0. And it was like, oh my god! I was rooting for Argentina because I wanted Messi to get it finally, because they'd be like,
Yeah, that's what.
no debate, he's the best.
That's what I was telling Lady and my family that aren't into soccer. I was like,
Right.
France is rooting for France, but the whole world is rooting for Argentina.
Yes, exactly. So I was like, it's gonna happen. There's just 10 minutes left. It's gonna happen. Fuck yeah! And then penalty,
Yep.
and France and Mbappe get a chance for a penalty shot, and he fucking sinks it. So then it's 2-1. And 70 seconds later, he gets a fucking chance from pretty far out, like 20 yards out, and just rips it. I mean, beautiful fucking shot. And he scores again. Mbappe scores twice in like 90 seconds. Ties it up.
Crazy.
World fucking absolutely loses it. I almost flipped backwards in my chair because I went like this.
I heard
I fucking like face palm and like almost flipped out of my chair because I couldn't believe what I was watching.
I
I
heard
thought it
you-
was done.
It was insane.
Oh, yeah.
To score 2 goals in a soccer game was crazy.
Yeah.
To score 2 in 90 seconds after our
Unbelievable.
2 were already scored, fucking bananas.
Yeah.
In the World Cup final, the most important soccer game in the world.
Mhm.
So
No one saw that coming. Yeah.
it was insane. They end up fucking tying, going to like overtime. It's called extra time, but it's
Yeah.
overtime.
Mhm.
It's 2 15-minute periods in the first. No, nobody scores in the
Yeah,
first.
it was the
15.
second one, and
Yep.
then Messi scores.
Messi scores in the second period of extra time, which
Yeah.
I was
It
like,
was like-
oh my god.
It was like minute 117, I think, and I was just like screaming. I
Yeah,
was like,
there's
"Stop
just
stop the clock, stop the count, let him win, just
Right.
let it
Yeah,
happen."
I know. I was Dilly and I were watching that last part. That's when Dilly
Oh, yeah.
started watching. Was in extra
Mhm.
time, and
It got crazy.
yeah, he scores, and I'm like, fuck yes, he scores the winning goal. This is just too perfect. What I mean? It's too perfect. There's like
I thought.
5 minutes left.
Oh yeah, I thought that was
There's
it.
in
no
extra
way.
time. There's no fucking way. Dilly was like, "Why are you tripping, bro? There's no time left. Like it's over.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
wins, bro." And with like a minute, 2 minutes left,
I think it was
another penalty.
yeah, I think it was like barely at 2 minutes
Yeah.
or something.
That's
2
what
minutes left.
Oh yeah.
Another penalty. And Dilly's like, "What penalty, France, dude? Like that's good for Argentina."
I thought that was good. I thought it was like American football. I was like penalty on the opposite team. Like, oh fuck them. I'm like, yeah. But then
no,
I
it
didn't
was
know.
like penalty for them, penalty against.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Argentina, you know what I mean? So
It takes me a little
Mhm.
bit. But
yeah, I get it. So
yeah.
another penalty for Mbappe. Looking for his hat trick. What does he do? He gets it. Ties the game again. Absolutely insane. One of the best games he's ever played in his life.
That's for sure.
And it really cements him as like, okay, he might be the next GOAT.
Yeah,
No one's beaten Messi ever, in my opinion. What he's done, what he's.
not even Ronaldo.
I love Ronaldo, and I used to say he was better. Messi's the best. You watch his
Yeah.
highlight. There's nobody that ever moves with the ball like him.
Yeah,
He's the best. And
he's got that.
the
Got that.
the global club championships he's won, the
Yeah.
MVPs of the world he's won. I mean, he's
He
the
floats
best.
around the field. He's like,
She's-
"Go!"
I jumped.
So he's
That's
he's
a
the GOAT.
clip. That's
He's
a
the
short
GOAT.
right there.
It is.
He
Go!
so he needed the world champion just to be like, no more talk.
Yeah.
It's me. You know what I mean? And I
When
I
did
would say
when did
already
Ronaldo win the cup?
he never has.
Oh, he hasn't. I
He's
thought he
won
did.
the European championship. 'Cause there's the Euro
yeah.
championship every 4 years,
Yeah, yeah,
every
yeah,
other
yeah.
4 years. He won that 6 years ago.
Mm.
Can you stop?
Okay.
She's not saying
So-
anything.
I know
but
she's not talkative, and she's the most talkative cat ever. So ties it up. 2 minutes left in extra time. I mean, I was like almost. I'm fucking American.
Everyone was on the edge of their seat.
I about fucking cried because I'm like, no, he cannot lose this. Like,
Yeah.
there's no, if
it would
he
be the
loses
most
it,
heartbreaking
tragic.
thing ever.
It would have been tragic. I was
Crazy.
losing it. Dilly was like, oh fuck. Well,
I
shit.
started to realize how big
Yeah.
this was.
So
yeah.
nobody
the whole
scores.
world. That was one of those moments where it's like, obviously, other things made the whole world pause, like actual serious things. But
Right.
in the sense of sport, like this was one of the most like
Crazy.
the world
The
was.
whole world was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, the whole entire world was like, what is about to fucking happen?
Yeah.
I literally when I thought this was already one of the craziest World Cup finals when it was just 2-0 Argentina. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, if they win like this against the defending champs,
Yeah.
holy fuck! And then they tied it, and I'm like, all right, now
With
it's gotta
France's
be the
prime
best.
minister Macron just in the
He was
stands.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was like, like punching
Respect.
the
I
air,
don't know what his
going fucking crazy.
Politics and values are like.
He's
but
very
respect
liberal.
that
Anyway,
respect that he was there though, because what if we were in the not to get political, but if we were in the final,
Yeah, if the
Biden
president
would not be there.
Yeah.
So when it was like 2-0, I thought it was already one of the greatest like possible finals ever. Then they tied, and I'm like, it's got to be the best now. And then fucking Messi scores the third goal. I'm like, all right, it's got to be the fucking best. And then fucking Mbappe scores, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
we can't get better.
I
I can only get so hard.
Yeah, I literally like was shaking, and it goes to penalties. It ties in extra time. The fact that the 2 goals in extra time is crazy. That never happens.
Yeah.
And especially the one half that's 15 minutes long.
Like
Insane.
there was so many games across the whole entire series, like
Right.
all the competitions.
Right.
There were so many games that didn't even have 2 goals scored.
Right. Yep. It was actually the most. I think there was the most goals of any World Cup ever in this World Cup. But
Damn.
in soccer in general,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of 0-0 games. Bless you. Which
Thank
is
You've been blessed.
why people have a hard time watching soccer.
Yeah.
But when it's like this, it is really fun to watch because it's a fucking ridiculous deal if you score.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
it's 3-3, go to penalties, and Argentina had like 3 games in the World Cup where they went to penalties. So they were
Yep.
fucking well practiced and well ready for it. And it showed. He saved one for Argentina's goalie saved one, and then France missed one. Opened the door. Messi made his penalty, and Mbappe made his, to be fair. But
Yeah. be
Argentina
fair.
just outlasted. To be fair, they just outlasted him, and
Yeah.
they deserved it. And I'm so fucking pumped for Messi.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's
happy
so
for
fucking
him.
awesome.
Have you seen the videos of what is Buenos Aires? Is that what it is? Is that the
Yeah, I think so.
capital?
So yeah.
I think
Of
so.
Argentina?
I think that's it.
I probably pronounced it wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
like
get
they're
right.
literally like going fucking mental tearing themselves
4
apart.
million people at the parade.
Yep.
4 million.
Golly.
That is fucking disgusting. I'll try to
Yeah.
remember put a clip of like all
That's
the
the
people
whole
there. But
country,
it literally
dude.
looks like ants. It's a sea of people.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
insane.
It was absolutely astronomical.
It's diabolical.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, it happens every single time.
yes, but
Regardless,
it just
I
shows
guess it
how
counts.
big of a deal it is. I
Oh,
said
yeah.
it to Dilly and
Like,
I'm like, look, sports.
Paris was looking like it was like burning itself to the ground last
Yeah.
World Cup when they won. Like it looked like they were getting bombed by the Nazi Germans.
Crazy, dude.
Right.
All,
It was
all for a,
flashbacks.
all for a little
Remember
soccer
way
game,
back
dude.
when Germany won the fucking World Cup and everyone was, that just wasn't
Yeah.
exciting.
That's a highway. Look at that shit. Isn't that ridiculous?
That is.
Look at them, like, all the
Unbelievable.
people moving. It doesn't even look real.
No, it doesn't even look real.
It's fucking insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Literally stopped the whole entire country.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, and everybody's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't give a fuck.
why would we not stop?
Yeah. So,
Crazy stuff.
yeah, insane. Congrats to Argentina. Super happy.
Huge.
France,
Yeah.
you don't worry. Don't trip, bro. You'll probably be back next
Still got the
week.
Eiffel
Yep.
Tower,
And
you know.
That too.
Yeah, and then just to gloss over our
Real
own
quick.
sports.
Yep. Back
Boise
to
State
American
won their
football.
bowl game.
Boise State won. It was there
Let's
was
go.
some controversy. I don't know if you watched it. I watched the whole game, but
I didn't watch it, but I was looking at the scores and I was like, wow, this must be a really entertaining game to watch. This
It was
looks like
fun.
a great game to watch.
it was kind of frustrating because not to talk too much shit against North Texas, but
Wait,
very
we played the dickhead helmets?
yes, we played them.
Oh my
Which-
god.
That's why I was like, when I was editing it, I'm like, God, why can I not think of it? Now it's so clear to me now. But yeah, we
The
played
penis is so clear.
They didn't wear those helmets, but I wish they did.
Yeah.
That would have been funny. But yes, their helmets were way better. The ones that it was like chrome black, if you can picture that,
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
and then a chrome green like Texas.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty sick. So it was back and forth. Boise State ended up pulling it out, but there was like one frustrating part of the game
Uh-huh.
where Taylor Green, our freshman quarterback,
Yeah.
gets late hit out of bounds. Okay, it's like
Oh yeah, I saw that the fight erupted.
right. He
Yeah, I
got
did see
bumped.
that.
That could have been a penalty. That was like 50-50, could have been called.
Yeah.
He was like already like 2 steps out of bounds. But
Yeah.
then he gets bumped and then he gets tossed like 5 feet out of bounds, gets tossed all the way to the bench.
Yeah.
That one was like,
And
all
then
right, well,
people
you could kick him out of the game for that.
yeah, and guys were like
And then
stepping
just,
over him and shit.
no, like fucking wailing on him. Like there
Yeah.
was punches thrown on him as he's trying to get up.
Yeah.
Boise State fan or players are trying to get him out of there.
Yeah,
and
and
they were
they
getting
start
punched.
throwing punches.
There, it was just punches, just 2 fucking unsportsmanlikes were called.
Yeah, it was like,
No flagrant fouls, and
Yeah.
no fucking penalty for late hit. There was 2 late hits that
Yeah.
could have been called, not one.
mhm.
And somehow Boise State gets penalized.
Well, I mean,
as much.
I remember seeing it, and when the one he got hit out of bounds, like he was like, it was obvious that he was already going to land out of bounds, but he was like trying to extend the play by hurtling himself over a player.
Right, but he got hit twice. That was the thing. There was the one you're talking about. That one, maybe I wouldn't have been mad if they didn't call that one.
Yeah.
But it was the one after that. He gets bumped. Then he's like literally like 5 feet out of bounds after that hit. And then another guy comes in and just tosses him. Like literally tosses him.
I saw him get hit while he was hurtling, and
Right.
that's why
Yeah.
he just got tossed out of the stadium.
No, there was another one after that.
Hmm.
Yeah, there was another one after that. Mess with the cat. Yeah, so frustrating that
Yeah.
there was no
But we won, so
ball
anyway.
don't lie. So but then North Texas coach ended up like squaring up with our coach at the end of the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was this whole controversy, got right in his face and shit. But
Who
stupid.
the fuck cares? We won.
I know, and there was like 500 people at that game. But
Yeah, it was like one of the smallest of the small bowl games.
Right.
Like the most insignificant bowl games you
but
can win.
sick for Boise.
Yeah, it's still a
Finished
bowl.
with 10 wins, which is
Yep.
like you have to do that for
Mhm.
this program. If you don't do that, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
So
a
huge.
bowl game's a bowl game.
They hit
so.
that 10 win big time. That's huge because we've had like one non-10 win season the
Yeah.
past 25, 30
Yeah,
years.
we
So.
barely squeaked it in.
But we got it
Just need to get to another Fiesta Bowl.
eventually. We
get a
got
Get hit number
our two best
4.
players now
Mm-hmm.
are both now going to be sophomores. So that's
Yeah,
really
that's pretty great.
Really
That's really promising.
So
Yep.
we'll see what happens. But yeah, so Boise State did good. The Broncos won one with actually Boise State's old quarterback,
Yep.
Brett Rippon. They call him Brett Drippin now because he won the game.
Yep.
With
Yep.
Boise or with Denver. So
Yep, and Russ was pissed that he didn't play.
Yep. Well,
Which
sucks to suck, bro.
I'm just happy that they actually had backbone because they were giving that dude everything. They were like, "You want money? Here's your money. You want an
Jesus, no
office?
kidding.
Even though no quarterback ever has a private
They were
office.
giving him everything.
Yeah, here's a private office. You want like literally access to everything? Okay, here's access to everything. You want to basically run this shit, but not run this shit, so that way you don't get in trouble when the shit goes bad. We'll let that
Right.
happen too, and all this and that. And then Nathaniel Hackett finally had some backbone, and after being in concussion protocol and not being able to practice, not to be able to do anything,
Right.
just recover from a concussion like you should after the week before's game,
Right.
gets cleared. I think it was like 4.5 hours before the game.
Yep.
He
Dang.
shows up to the stadium, posted on his Instagram story, him walking through the tunnel, with all dripped up like every player does,
Right.
saying like,
Yep.
"I'm home, important to be here, let's get this shit done." That like what every single player always posts on their thing right
Course,
before a
course.
game. It's like, get hyped up, I'm in the building, I'm about to throw down,
Right.
showing off his drip.
Of course.
And then they so it's hours. Like sports crews, people are starting to sit in their seats getting ready for the game.
Right.
Tailgaters are outside.
Right.
They see Russ walk in like that. They're like, "Oh, Russ is actually going to play," even and whatnot, and blah blah blah.
Right.
And Nathaniel Hackett's like, he's not going to fucking play.
Yep.
And he's like, "What do you mean? I passed protocol 4 hours ago." And it's like,
Yep.
you were out the whole week, dude.
I think it
Brett's
was
playing.
Right.
Like,
And it
Dang.
was it was almost like an excuse to like, nah, we're gonna try something different this week.
yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
try something different. And also, it's like you can't say it, but it's obvious what he was doing. It's like, we just invested $200-something million into you, dude. We're not gonna let you go back out after 4 hours of not being off
That's
protocol.
also fair.
We're just gonna let you soak up a week because we're not making playoffs. So there's no reason for you to be on the field
True.
risking it.
Yep. Sure.
So yeah, good on them to do that, and I'm happy for Brett Rippon, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, that's
because
awesome.
when
That's
he-
great.
Because he didn't get drafted. He was
Yeah.
what is it called? A scout or like
Yeah.
fucking like he walked onto like the team and like
Yeah.
tried out and all that shit. So
Mhm.
sick that he is able to start an NFL game. So and he didn't look too bad.
Yeah, he
People are
threw an
pumped.
interception. Hackett again was talking huge praises about him. He was like, threw an interception. A lot of guys, especially people that don't have experience and like weren't like big in the college scheme and everything else, and
Right.
like had practice, have time away from being in the spotlight, really shut down and can't figure out what to do anymore, and just want to hide in a hole when they do that in the biggest of lights.
Right.
But he did that, stayed composed, took it on the chin, and just kept on going.
Had a
I was
really
like,
good second half.
Yeah.
Yep. And his one touchdown pass was pretty sick play. So
Yeah, it was.
so yep, that's sick. Might be a bit of a long. Nah, it's about average, I would say. Maybe a little bit long, but a little bit. I would say average.
Yeah.
How's it looking?
Yeah, it's about there.
Yeah.
It's around there.
So, Dilly, out of
Rubbing
10,
it.
rate this episode.
Oh, we did pretty good. I think we covered a lot of
I like the
healthy
the
topics.
first half was fucking entertaining as fuck.
Yep.
It
Very
was.
happy I brought the coffee. The coffee was needed.
I think with the coffee,
I'm
10.
so zapped. which is good.
So good.
Because I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm-
crush videos after this.
Oh yeah, this is good. I feel good right now too.
Yeah, I have to piss like a motherfucker. So
Nice.
let's end
Yeah.
it. Hope you guys had a great Merry Christmas. It's going up right after, but let us know what gifts you get. What
Yep,
gifts you were
what
hoping
gifts-
to get. What gifts didn't you get?
What gifts do you
Let us
want?
know. You know, because we won't send.
Maybe we'll send you a gift.
We won't.
Nope.
So,
I
but
won't.
Can't afford it.
maybe
Not now.
giveaway next
One day.
Christmas could happen.
Yeah.
Who knows? If we get enough support, hit us up.
Oh heck yeah.
Who knows?
We can
So
do it.
we're at 22 subs.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
huge.
growing. Bro.
That's good.
So
Starting with it.
Keep coming. Tell your friends.
I know, insane. So yeah, check out Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, appreciate it. Give us a rating. You know, why not? If
Yep.
you're listening,
Facts.
that'd be crazy. So yeah, thanks for all the support. We'll see you guys next week. It'll be the new year.
See you
next episode, I think. So
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I'm doing my math correctly.
Mhm.
So yeah, have a good hope you had a good Christmas. Have a good New Year. We'll see you guys in episode 66 is next. So we'll see you then.
See ya.
All right, lady, y'all, love ya. Mel,
And
hit
the
that shit.
outro.
Meow.
Nothing.
Fucking pussy.